To the classiest place on earth. Good fucking morning, everyone. I hope you're doing wondrous. How are you? Happy Saturday. Yep, Saturday. Whatever fucking day it is. Good fucking morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a wonderful sleep. Wait, your pronouns aren't listed? Do you not have the pronoun add-on? It's like a thing you got to add to your browser. My uterus is okay today. Boobs hurt, but uterus hasn't hit yet. So we're good. It's the week of just, being female. It's just the worst. My boobs hurt though. Saturday. Yeah, I never know what day it is anymore. Happy Saturday. Who the fuck knows? Welcome to the classiest place on earth. We are continuing our Fuck Cancer charity. For those who are unaware, exclamation fuck cancer in the chat if you'd like to check out the charity. Lots of giveaways. I've given away so much already. Like last night, I literally spent 3 hours like boxing all the stuff that was like giveaways, but I'm not gonna ship anything till it's all over. So nothing is gonna go out until next week. Obviously, I can't ship anything till the week anyways. But thank you all. I'm blown away by what you did yesterday. I'm glad I'm not female. Couldn't take Falling Apart once a month. I mean, it's not even once a month. That's the crazy part. Like, not to just bitch. I hate just bitching about the state of existence all the time because there's nothing to be done about it. Like, this is just the way we are. Unfortunately, this is like humanity. But I've talked about it on my stream before. So, like, the week before your period, your boobs hurt and you're grumpy and your serotonin and all your happy chemicals are dropping. So you've got this week before the pain and the bleeding where you just feel like crap. You kind of are like, am I sick or pregnant? No one knows. And then you get the week of just like gushing blood out of your fun zone. And then the week after that, you feel like shit because when you are on your period, all of your hormones tank. So like your progesterone tanks, your estrogen tanks, everything. So the week after your period, you have no sex drive, you get acne, you're constipated. There's literally a good 5 days a month where uterus havers can just like feel not weird. You know? It's real fucked up. Every day is just like, am I pregnant or just a bitch? Nobody knows, but these hurt. It's so stupid. Beata, you're back! Welcome back. Do you like it? I'm still shocked by it when I see it in the mirror because it's so vibrant. I'm used to having kind of more pastel colors, I think. I haven't had like this vibrant of a hair color in a very long time. So I still kind of like am taken aback by the green in the morning, but I like it too. I think I did a decent job. I was telling everybody, I don't know if you were here the day after I did it. This green, I couldn't find like a lime green. I couldn't find a pale green hair dye anywhere. So I got Manic Panic, just the green, the only green they had. And it was so fucking dark. I shit you not. I put a half a cup of hair conditioner in a cup, mix it up, and a teaspoon of the green, and it did that. It was so pigmented. It was crazy. Manic Panic, man. It's the shit. I don't get it. Rainy was a cyborg. Good morning, love. How are you? Good morning, Anubis. How are you? It's Saturday, the 37th of June, Febtober. I like that. It's time has become, I don't know if you guys remember this, way back in the day, it was like I don't even know where this came from, but we would say the gonorrhea or they've got the HIV, referring to a dirty nasty that you don't want to suck the penis of. The gonorrhea, that's time now. It's just the Jan, Feb, March, December. It's just time now. I don't fucking know what's happening anymore. Good morning, Squid. How are you? Oh, the Magna penis squid. I don't want to. I watched a thing about those squids recently. Like, it's so great. I feel like I torture myself because I am critically afraid of the deep ocean. But every time something pops up when it's like new footage of these giant squids that are terrifying in the ocean, I gotta watch them. And then I cry myself to sleep. I don't fucking know, man. I'm tortured by it. Ooh, exhausted. I've been working on finally cleaning over a year's worth of depression mess in my room and it's tiring. Oh, dude, I get that. I get that. I love cleaning though. I love the feeling after cleaning. I don't really like I don't know. I like moving, so I guess like the act of just being physical and moving and cleaning. But afterwards, when you just like sit back and your floors are clean and like there's room to walk, fuck, it feels nice. What a year this week has been, right? Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what channel I saw it on. I don't want anything to do with those squids, man. They're like Honestly, those squids are probably 80% of the reason I have a fear of the ocean. It's those things. Because, education leads to less fear. So I try to educate myself on like deep ocean animals, the things living in the Mariana Trench, the scary scaries. I try to educate myself on them so I'm not so scared of them. But like those ones, there's no helping it. They're just too big and they scare the shit out of me. I don't want them to touch me. I think I'd want to die if it touched me. Yes, dude, Rainy, when you're done, you have to do the Mufasa. One day, all of this will be. It is mine. Just kidding. It is yours. Lethal trichrome. Should we trichrome? Trichome, Katie. Should we cheers? I have a stoner bowl from last night. Who knows? I've realized a lot of it's going to involve Maria Kondoing most of the semi-sentimental junk I've been keeping on shelves. Dude, I get that. I have to do that constantly because I have such a small house. Like, we really don't have room. So, anything, like, literally, every single little, like, figurine or little, you know, tchotchke thing in my house has been gifted to me by the community. I will never throw away anything I've ever been gifted or made or anything. But beyond that, I'll throw it away. Like, I don't buy myself that stuff ever. I won't. I love the stuff that you guys give me. But beyond that, like, I just don't have the room. So I'm constantly, like, reorganizing. This is, like, my corner of mayhem where I do all my art all the time. And beyond that, the rest of the house is pretty stark because I just try to keep it clean. Can you imagine making calamari out of one of those giant squids? Dude, it'd be a hula hoop. Yeah, let's cheers. It'd be a fucking hula hoop. Cheers, y'all. Squid. Squid Corona, can I ask you, like, why? Can I ask why? Would need to deep fry it in one of those. Dude, for real, you'd literally need a volcano. Too big. Jellyfish suck. Don't care how big or small. I got pulled in an undertow through a swarm of little jellyfish. Oh, they stung you? Nuh-uh. Do you know what kind it was? Nuh-uh. I was burning everywhere. Second time in the ocean, never again. That's terrifying. I love the ocean. Like, I honestly, I do love the ocean. I love snorkeling. I love swimming. I have more bathing suits than I do underwear. Like, I fucking love the ocean. But those squids, they are neat. But, like, what a horrifying monster to dedicate your life to. That being said, I did go to medical school, so I guess I also dedicated my life to learning about dangerous monsters. Speaking of, I popped the second heart, and it looks really cool, and I successfully made it hollow. Ah! I'm so excited. This is the one. I'm not really a fan of this black line here, but all that autofocus is not on. All that glitter and shit in the top, I fucking love. And I shoved a silicone cup inside and dried it with silicone cup inside so you can stick like a light bulb in it. Hold on, let's see if I can do that. Right? I know. This was my experiment last night. We were talking about it yesterday on stream. You could put a light in it, but that black fucking tint really fucked it up. I don't know why there's a black line in it and it fucks up the lighting. But if I got rid of that black line, that whole thing would light up really cool. I'm really excited about it. I made this. Yes. So, if you weren't around yesterday or whatever, where's my other heart? Oh, the other one's behind me. Hold on, let me grab it. So this is the first one I made. And it's really cool and I liked it a lot. Like, it's anatomically pretty on point. I mean, Squid, speaking of things that we become obsessed with, right? Like, who the fuck cares about human hearts? Katie does. I literally dedicated my life to human hearts. So I'm a little obsessed with them. But this was the first one I made. And it's solid all the way through. And it's just so stupid heavy that I was like honestly concerned. Because if I was to sell these, like if I was to officially open a shop and actually sell cool hearts and stuff, the shipping on them alone would drive anyone away from buying anything like this because they're just so heavy. Shipping in the US is all by weight, unfortunately. So I was like, this one's really cool, but I really want to somehow hollow it out so that it's not so damn heavy. And this one, I mean, it's literally like at least 2 pounds lighter. I need to get a scale. I don't even have a scale in my house. But it just is so much lighter than this one. It's gonna help a lot. I'm gonna try to make the hole deeper next time. I don't know. But yeah, isn't that cool? Anatomically correct hearts. Except the back. The back is not. It's completely missing the pulmonary trunk, but the front looks pretty cool. Yes, way less material. I mean, it's so much lighter. Just feeling them. This one feels different purposes, right? Like this one's gonna be better as a decoration, like in a window or something. This one's a good bookend, like or a paperweight. Like bitch is heavy. A weapon, maybe. I don't know. But I had to show you guys. I was really excited. I was gonna pop this on stream with you guys. I had told you I was gonna do that yesterday, and I'm sorry we didn't pop it together. But because I did this experiment with trying to like it cures upside down like this. So I took a silicone cup, smacked it in there, filled it up, and as the silicone started, or not as the silicone, as the resin started curing, I was sitting here just at my desk. I'd turn around, and the cup would be out, like it was heating up on the inside and pushing the cup out. So I had to keep pushing it back down, pushing it back down. Finally, I filled it full of fishing weights, the little silicone cup just so it would stay in, and then I put a big book on it just so it would stay down. And this morning, I was just really nervous that it was gonna have a bunch of bubbles in it and shit that I wanted to peel it right away. And it worked. I'm real happy about this. Real happy. Taco! I made a hollow heart. I'm so excited. Swimming in the ocean's amazing. You just have to remember it's not a pool and you have to be careful and attentive. Exactly. Oh my God, Viana, when I was in Hawaii, that was like the first time I've ever truly got to do real snorkeling, you know? Like I've fucked around with a snorkel in the lake and stuff growing up. But when I went to Hawaii, we actually got to go snorkeling. And it was, I mean, fucking phenomenal. Seriously, like it's like swimming in an aquarium. Literally what it felt like to me. But thankfully, I was with an ex's family. His mom was getting married on Hawaii, so it was a whole family trip. We went out there. They took us. They're rich. It's whatever. And I could never afford to, like, I learned how much it cost to go to Hawaii. I don't know how people afford that shit. But the there's one of the girls. I was trying to think of the relationship. God, it was weird. My ex's stepbrother's fiance. None of that matters. But she's a marine biologist. That's her degree. And so when we went snorkeling, she could point out almost every single species. And literally all over these rocks that were almost protruding out of the water, so you could get real close to them, were these, like, they're sea urchins. So, like, the body of the sea urchin's only like this big, but the spikes of them went out easily bigger than, like, a kickball. They were huge. The spikes went out so far. And they were black and white striped, like black and white banded. And she straight up told us, she's like, stay the fuck away from those. That will be the worst pain of your life if you, and I shit you not, I was like flippering, and I swear my foot came like an inch from one right as she was telling us that. And she's like, the locals don't give a fuck. This is not going to kill you, but like you'll want to die if you touch one of these things. They're everywhere. So like snorkel responsibly. The ocean is scary, although beautiful. Have you tried Coolers? It's an app that collects user-contributed and generated color palettes. Oh, no, but that's genius. No, I go on, I love to use color palettes. I do look up color palettes, especially when I'm painting. I go on Pinterest, and I look up, what is it? It's like film. There's one key term, and it always gets me really good color palettes. Film color palettes. And basically what it'll be is someone will take a screenshot out of a movie, and then color palette that screenshot. But any movie you want. So like a Fight Club color palette, a whatever color palette. So if you think of a movie that just had a really cool, like, atmosphere feel to it, you really like that movie, you could put that in and find the color palette for it. It's pretty cool. But I'm going to write that down because that's dope. Cinemus, let us cheers. 1 second. I need real paper today. This is crazy. I have all the winners from yesterday written down on the back of a weed receipt. I shit you not. Hold on. Real paper. Dude, so I really want to try to make a bong. Here's the thing. So, have you, like, for one, I have never seen a resin bong in my life, which leads me to believe it's not a smart material to make a bong out of. Um, Simply because resin, there's no, like, cut clear answer. I've found yes and no's all over the internet, but basically, trying to search how to make resin products food safe is fairly easy, but heat safe is relatively hard, especially if it's something where, like, water is gonna be sitting in it for a long period of time and you're gonna be heating it up over and over. the chances of, like, the toxins of the resin leaching into what you're smoking are there. And I just don't even know if they're high or low. I have no idea where they're at, but, like, I don't wanna die. Whereas with, like, an ashtray that you're not gonna be drinking out of or anything, you're just gonna be, like, putting stuff out, you could put thermal paste on that, and that's totally fine, but you wouldn't want to drink off of thermal paste. There is a way, Cinemus, if you know a website or somewhere where there's instructions to do it or how to make it, because I just don't even wanna fuck around with it until I know it's safe. I'm not gonna give anyone anything that I think is gonna kill them. Because I've looked into it because I have molds. Oh my god, Taco. Fuck. You generous slut. Hold on. Um Fucking Taco just gifted 5 subs in the channel. God damn it. Aelfail, Alucard Bites, Oz, Chunk, Dashwolf, and Facehugger. All but was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every way. Thank you very much, Taco, for your fucking generosity. I appreciate you. God damn. Thank you. Well, your bowl heats up, but also, like, if you've ever pulled your bowl while it's hot, while this is getting hot, this starts to get hot. Like, the heat transfers through the neck of your bowl into this. Like, it definitely does. And then cleaning your bong, like, I don't know if you could clean resin the way we clean a bong, or if that would literally start to break down the resin itself. I just don't know. Like, I'm not saying one way or the other. I don't know, and until I know, like, I have a fucking source that says I'm not gonna kill people, I'm not gonna do it. I've made grinders. I've made a couple grinders, have not used them, because I just don't know, like, what if a sharp-ass stem is in there and it break off chunks of resin? I don't know. There's no clear answer. So, ashtrays, absolutely. I feel very comfortable making ashtrays because I know I can thermal paste them, but anything else, it's just, like, the chances there that I could toxically kill myself or someone, and I just don't wanna do that. Yeah, until I have, like, a clear cut yes, no, from something somewhere, I just don't feel good about it, you know? Hold on, I gotta catch up. I missed a couple people. The decorative one looks like it'd be the heart of someone with your current hair coloring. Oh my god, this one? I didn't do that on purpose. That's it literally matches me almost perfectly today. What the I did this literally, like, almost 4 days ago. I've been building this for a week. There's no I have no answers for this, but you're right. That's really creepy. You could have to use pieces to make the bowl, long neck stem. Exactly. You just have to have different pieces in there. I just don't know. I can't. I've tried. I've tried to figure it out. And other than using thermal paste for like an ashtray, because I make like these little guys. This is a little ashtray that I thermal pasted. And so you can actually apply heat to it and the resin won't melt, but you can't eat off of it, you know? I made a grinder, met some really friendly guys on there. Be safe. I just Googled it. It seems the general advice is that epoxy resin isn't safe to make anything you're gonna smoke or eat out of. Yeah. Unless you coat it. Like they have, you can make a resin cup, but then you have to dip it in like this clear coating that basically makes it safe as all living hell. It fucking seals that shit. So the caveat with this kind of resin, specifically epoxy resin, meaning there's a part A and a part B you mix together and that activates the hardening process. The difficult part is that everything I read says if you have measured your part A and part B perfectly, and it is a perfect 1-to-1, then it should cure into a solid that will never leach any toxins or chemicals into the air. But barring a literal scientific scale that goes out 10 decimals, perfect is quite extreme for art projects. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm putting glitter in there and I'm putting alcohol dyes and I'm putting all sorts of stuff in there that could interact with the resin and cause a different interaction. I don't know. I have a degree in chemistry and it made me really paranoid. Let's just put it that way. Cheers, y'all. Happy 420, wherever it is. Dude, for real, and I so didn't do that on purpose, but that's pretty on point. Blah, blah, blah. We'll smoke pot about it. That was a very keefy hit. Holy crap. I'm high now. Welcome. Um, I love how you just mentioned those I know, that's so weird, seriously. But if you have a Pinterest, you can get some really good color palettes on there. I use it especially for iPad. Like, if I'm, painting or drawing on Procreate, grabbing one of those palettes and just, like, eyedropping those colors back and forth is so nice. So nice. Seriously. It's phenomenal. I don't know why, like, I'm really bad at I can't sit there and pre-plan the colors of what I'm gonna do. I have to, like, just sit there and play and mix a whole bunch of different colors, and then when I look at the ones I've played with, then I can pick out which ones I like out of those. But, like, I don't know, that pre-plan like, I know a lot of people will pre-mix paints and they're just done. I gotta, like, mix as I go. I don't know, I've always been that way. Hello, Stream Bonker, how are you? Hello, you sexy oh my god, there's so many S's. Ps, ps, ps. Sexy, sensual succubi of salaciousness. Fuck.
That was good.
Thank you. That's glorious. Bless your heart. I think I'm classed as a novice smoker, but I have no idea how anyone can do anything productive when high, like streaming and talking to loads of people. Honestly, I don't know if it has anything to do with being a novice smoker or like just a casual smoker or whatever. I don't know, because I know there's a lot, people ask me that all the time. People will come into stream and they're like, I smoke just as much as you, but I'm non-functioning. Like, I do it to go into a coma state. I don't know. I've never weed has never affected me in, like, the stereotypical way, i.e., get really tired, lock down on a couch, get munchies and red eyes. I've never gotten bloodshot eyes ever from weed. I used to get, like, really squinty, like, my eyes would close, but barring that, I've never had any, like, the usual side effects, and I don't know why. I think it's gotta have something to do with brain chemistry, but weed for me, like, I don't know if this is an effective explanation, but this is the best one I've ever been able to come up with. It just it fuzzes the edges of everything. Like, I'm really high energy. Like, if I'm not streaming, I am never sitting, ever. I will stand at my computer with my controller and play a game. Like, I'm standing over here, I'm moving around cleaning, I'm always moving, and, it's just, like, anxious energy. It's like, if I'm not moving, then my brain doesn't stop moving, and it's like, I just prefer my body to do things instead of my brain because my brain's a dangerous hellscape. And, weed, like, yeah, it just, like, rounds the corners. Just makes things a little less fucking loud in my head, I guess. Because I never smoke to get, like, never is a strong word. We do sometimes. If someone in chat's having a bad day and they need to smoke about it, or, it's Faded Friday, we'll definitely smoke ourselves silly. But most of the time I smoke, like, I nurse a bowl. Like, a bowl like that, that's 1 hit. This will probably be 3 hits throughout, the next couple hours. I kinda nurse it just to keep that level of softening the corners, but not into the, like, state. I've never liked to be that way. I don't really want that, unless I really want that, like, that's rare. I work when high because it's pain relief, so I'm used to it. I never get wiped out from it, just more productive usually. Same. Same. Yeah, that's probably big part of it, because when I'm doing crafts and stuff over here, my back will burn. We are the same person. Literally, if there was a fucking silicone mold, all they did was, like, squish it and make you shorter. Or pulled it out, I don't know. I wish I could, honestly, like, there are times I wish I could get that veg out hard mode with weed, but it really doesn't do it to me. My neighbor across the street is a noob. He smokes a bowl with me and then goes home and passes out. I wish. I've never been that way, ever. Friend of mine won about $250,000 on the stock market, so we're about to eat 2K worth of Wagyu steaks. Fuck yes. Treat yourself. Oh my god. You have to tell me if it's actually worth it. So for real, Zach tried, was it Wagyu? Is Wagyu the one you can only get in Japan? There's one that's in the States too, and I mix them up. There's a couple different of these, like, super high quality meat that's like, they feed them beer. There's Kobe Wagyu. Is that the one that's actually in Japan? Like, it's only Kobe if you're in Kobe, right? Zach tried the one that you can have in the US, and I don't remember which one it is, but he said as good as it really is, it kinda just melted in your mouth like butter, and he'd rather have a steak to chew. Like a really good steak. I've never had it before, so you have to tell me. Melody, how are you, love? I wake up in the fuck the world mood, smoke a bowl, and go into, okay, I'll deal with this. Yeah. I literally wake up kind of like pre-anxious every morning. I wake up, my alarm goes off, and my brain is immediately like, what do we have to do? Like, what do we have to do? Get up, what do we have to do? We have shit to do. And as soon as I smoke, it's like, you don't have to do half of those things, Katie. You're neurotic. Like, weed is my counselor. I don't know what it is. Ooh, chocolates? Chocolates. What kind, though? I don't think I ever could. I've got messed up eyes that get worse around any smoke. Really, right down to grilling food. And I've already got, oh God, we learned how to pronounce this word and I've already forgot. Meniere's? Meniere's? Fuck. So anything that might possibly affect my balance is off limits. 100% get that. And literally, if the very rare instance where I do get too high, the first thing to go is my balance. I start getting tippy. That's when Zach knows. He's like, I watched you tip over. Oh, the part piece you need is a silicone junction that will not transfer the heat from the bowl. So basically, this part would be the silicone. That's the junction, right? The heat break. I like that term better because that makes sense to me. The first two to three hits are to get high. The rest of the hits are just maintenance. Exactly. Yep. I'm a better teacher when I can smoke before work. I'm just much more pleasant to be around, and I hate to say that, but it's true. Makes me able to calm my bones and brain so I can work a lot shorter. Or a lot taller, to be honest. Which one of us is further from average? What's average? I think we're like on the opposite spectrums. It's like when Vissy and I are together. She's my little Polly Pocket person. I get there 30 minutes before kids, so I'm usually sober by the time they get there. Oh, 100%. I mean, you don't have to be high. That's the interesting part. It's not necessarily the high that softens the edges. The high is nice. It's just the weed itself does something. Like metabolically, I totally get that. You can be totally sober, but because you smoked earlier in the day, it's just like your brain. It's like starting your day on the right foot. Like, you know what I mean? If you start your day in a better mood, you're more apt to be pleasant the rest of the day, even if you're not smoking the rest of the day. You know? CK has actually just been smoking designer oregano this entire time. Her house smells like an Italian restaurant. Can you imagine? What if I was like straight edge? Or this was meth? I think Vissy would have told you guys. Wago's in the US, but it's not the same, right? It will never be the same. The US will try to make it cheap and gross. You have a gluten issue? Boo. I'm sorry, honey. Boo. I was gonna try these coin-shaped white chocolates, but they taste kind of like medicine or something. They have a tang? I wouldn't. I actually watched a documentary on chocolate and learned that white chocolate is not chocolate. There is no chocolate in it. It's just wax. Good morning, Loznay. How are you, love? I'm 5'2" on a good day. I like to say I'm 5'12". Because then I can still be 5 foot something. It doesn't work. Especially in the centimeters. What am I? 184 centimeters or something like crazy like that. 183, 184 centimeters. There's no pulling at that. People are a lot less likely to get cussed the fuck out. 100%, yeah. I don't really get high anymore. It's sad. I do like first thing in the morning, or if I take if there's a huge chunk of time between smoking, I will. But other than that, yeah, you can cuss. Oh, Glacial, you're the best. You guys can cuss me out too. It's fine. I can take it. This stream's so chill, by the way. Thank you. That I'm playing Resident Evil Village on my other monitor and I haven't jumped once. Fuck yes. You know, I jumped a little bit at the beginning of that game, but once I got into it, it was like, I think I got kind of used to it. I love Resident Evil. It's one of the best franchises, but I feel like they kind of started recycling the jump scares a little, you know? Like it was just kind of the same thing coming at you. You were ready for it, so it wasn't scary anymore. But at the beginning, yeah. Yeah. Please don't cuss me out, bully me. I'll come. Fuck you. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. And I'm all legs. I'm just like nipples on legs. We were talking about that yesterday, Beth. We were talking about what would we do if we were stuck in like a dangerous crowd surge or something. And I'm sure we've all thought of these situations. Everyone does. Everyone's like, what if? What would I do? And I've always there's either two ways it's gonna go. Either someone's gonna take me out by my legs because that's gonna be easy, or I'm gonna be like a Tim Burton character and just step over everybody somehow. I don't know. I fantasize about these things. I wonder if the chocolate went bad because it does have milk solids in it. Like, white chocolate still has milk solids, so the sour, like, the weird tang worries me. Telling me I like tall chicks. Thank you. That's rare. Loznay, I haven't looked. Shit. Did you see mine? Did you see my story I sent you last night? I laughed hysterically. Now that I know your height, I kind of want you to punch me in the face. Why? Why does my height have anything to do with punching you in the face? Glacial, shut up. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. I'd trust you with my dogs, and that says a lot. We cuss each other out all the time, but we're bickering siblings. It's out of love. I find that too, I get high to start, then I'm used to it. Exactly. Yeah, you don't really get, unless there's like a huge chunk of time or something like that. Yeah. Nipples on legs. Yeah, like I measured myself. No shit. This was maybe like 2 years ago now. Because stream, all you guys have always, like, I think it was when I moved here and Rod came to meet me. Like, Rod lives locally. Rod Johnston, another streamer who's awesome. Give him a follow. He came up and we hung out for the first time. And he made a comment. He's like, you're literally just legs. Like, you're all legs. And I was like, there's no way. I thought I was pretty evenly proportioned. So I measured myself with a measuring tape. And this is how I measured myself. I don't know how legit this is, but I looked online and they said this is it. So I measured from the ground to the top of my ass crack. And then from the top of my ass crack to the top of my shoulders. Like my shoulder line, and from my ass crack to the ground is exactly double my torso. The monster. Monster. Nipples on Or like, it sounds like a fancy dish at a restaurant, Lizzie. Nipples, tonight the special is nipples on legs with a side of frites. And sauteed carrots from Greece. That is weird. Yeah, chocolate should be sweet, not sour. The sour is weird. I love chabby and spicy. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've gotten used as a human battering ram used to go through crowds. I do that too. I'm not that wide, but my height alone gets the crowds to split sometimes. It's quite helpful. I try not to be a dick, but like at a con or something, if I have like Alchemy with me, who is also literally 5 foot nothing, I will be like, hold my hand. Boop. Oh my god, one of my dogs farted and it's so bad. Why do you guys smell like death? Oh my god. You smell like a dead animal. Oh my god. Sure. Holy shit. That was like visceral. Oh my god, dog farts. Fucking sick. Oh my god, they're still doing it. It's still happening. I'm gonna smoke weed and blow it at my dog and maybe the dog will go away or maybe the fart will go away. I don't know what to do. I'm not actually blowing weed at my dog. I'm gonna blow it at the fart. Oh my god, you smell so bad. The ass crack method is in fact scientific. Thank you. Bless. It's, Glut, I was told that, and then I got one of those chocolate bars that was literally like 85% cocoa. It wasn't baking chocolate. Baking chocolate is like 0% sugar. And honestly, I didn't think it tasted bitter at all. It was just way less sweet. It was almost like it had less flavor. And the how do you put this? It's almost the darker the chocolate, the more like the less melty it is. So, if that makes sense. So, like, you can bite a piece of one of those 85% cocoa bars, and you'll be chewing it, and it will literally, like, start to turn to just crumbles in your mouth before you ever get a melting sensation. Like, it doesn't melt. It's okay, but I like melty. What the fuck is this song? Oh, Chemical Brothers, no shit. Yeah, it's kinda weird sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm kinda chewing sand. Like, it just keeps crumbling and crumbling in your mouth forever, and sometimes literally never hits, like, a melting point. And I don't know if that's because there's less fat. I don't know. My sister did a tour of a chocolate factory and learned all about chocolate. I should ask her. NGL, it's exceedingly difficult not to objectify or sexualize you because you're built in a way that I'm a major fan of. Dude, we all objectify and sexualize things in our head. No one's innocent of that stuff. And I think it's stupid to pretend that. I stare at a nice set of tits any fucking day. There's a lot of eye candy in our chat right now whose Twitters I absolutely take much pleasure in objectifying in my mind. But like, we are visual creatures, and things that make our brains happy we like to look at. I don't know. Like, I get it. I I don't know. I know I'm kind of like, I feel like no one, I don't know. It's a weird topic because a lot of people get really, really offended by that shit. I just do not. As long as no one's touching me, you can't really touch me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't fucking touch me. Or nipples on legs, a new kind of joystick or fidget toy. Oh my god, I can picture a nipple. Wait. Oh, I have a fidget cube that literally has a nipple. It's somewhere. When I was a kid, wait. I was literally telling Gluttony last night about when I made a guy almost poop his pants at TwitchCon because I said, "Excuse me." I believe that. I've never seen you have a menacing face, though. Like, I've never seen you look mean. I honestly can't picture it. Oh, Glut, you wanna know one of my favorite chocolate things in the entire world is those oranges you get at Christmas, and you, like, slam them, and then they bust apart into slices, that chocolate orange. Oh, that's on another level of delicious. I don't know what it is about those. I've loved those since I was a kid. Those are fucking good. And they've made all my dog is still farting. You smell like death, bro. Trick is under my desk, and he literally smells like death. This is so bad. Bro. What up, Bolt V? When I was a kid, I found baking chocolate in the kitchen. Me too. Has everyone done that? Dude, seriously, Bolt, I remember I don't know what I was doing, snooping in the cupboards, probably just exploring my mom's, like, spice cupboard for something, and I found fucking god, they stink so bad. I found, like, the huge baking chocolate bar at the top of the cupboard, and I remember I was so young, literally, I was below the age of 7 because of the house we were living in. I remember the house. I felt like I had found my mother's secret stash treasure trove. And I remember like cracking the box open and pulling the chocolate bar out. And I was like, it's the biggest. I mean, it's literally the biggest, thickest, most heavy, dense chocolate bar I've ever seen in my life at this point. Ever. I mean, to this day, those are pretty big chocolate bars, the ones used for baking. And I fucking like snapped into one. I think it's akin to, like, the cinnamon challenge minus the choking to death, but you could choke to death. Like, if you tried to swallow the dusty crumbles you chewed, shit was the betrayal, right? You're just like, but I was trying to think, like, what was my next thought? I think, honestly, what I thought to myself was, like, why does my mom have this? What is this? Is this old? Is it bad? Like, what is this poison? Oh, I think everybody does that eventually, right? Oh, is it the Terry's chocolate orange? Those are so fucking good. Oh, those are so good. At the moment, we have mini egg Terry's chocolate orange bars. Oh, I mean, half the fun is the slapping of the orange, but honestly, if it's out of season and the oranges aren't around, I would get that 100%. Exactly. Yes, how is this uneaten, right? I know. It tastes like if a chocolate was left. Exactly. It's like dusty chocolate dust. Yeah, that's literally what it is. It was like, I felt like my mom had planted a trap for me. It was the worst. And you know what's the worst? I think I took a second bite just to make sure. And those are huge. They're like that thick. So I was like breaking my teeth on it, standing on the counter because I was a child. My mom has a lot of pictures of me as like a little like 3 years old, 4 years old, where I'm like in the pantry getting into something and turning around. So many. I really like to get into weird food. Like my face would be in peanut butter or something. Not that peanut butter's weird. I need to make myself get back to cleaning before I start finding a reason to procrastinate. Get it. You know what I do? I usually like I pick a corner and I just focus on that corner of a room. And I tell myself like I can't do anything, I can't take a hit. I won't even let myself smoke until that corner is clean. And I don't know if it works for anybody else, but it works for me to like segment a project up into chunks then it doesn't seem so daunting, and especially because I'm so painfully ADHD, I don't just sit there and spin in circles, like, getting nothing done. I focus on one spot, get it done, then focus on the next, and I'm not allowed to move. It helps a little bit, especially if you've, like, around the holidays, if you end up like us and you have, like, the Amazon box hellscape in some corner of your house where you've been tossing boxes every day for 3 weeks, and it's now reached the ceiling, and you're just like, "Oh, no, here we go." It helps with things like that. Chocolate and Care Home. Oh, no, you get chocolate oranges all year round, too. Do they have them all year round nowadays? I don't ever go into to grocery stores anymore to see. No shit, there's no such thing as out of season. That's so weird. And you get mini egg chocolate oranges, but the mini eggs aren't distributed well in the orange. Mini egg? Is it like a little wrapped in foil egg, or is it like the little eggs in a candy shell? I don't know if I'm into that. I like the orange. Give me that orange. I wanna smack it. So has anyone else tried carob? Yes, I have. I actually think it's not bad. My grandmother got me into it as a kid, and I actually really like it. No, I don't hate it at all. I I try to limit my sugar intake just because I think sugar like, I've read too much about sugar. It's more addicting than cocaine. It's pretty fucking scary shit. But I try to limit my sugar intake in general, and so this was way back in the day. I think it was when I was vegan. I was vegan back in college because I was dating a guy who couldn't eat meat, and I was like, "Let's do this." And there's a lot I mean, this was back, early 2000s, so maybe there was some vegan products out there, but there wasn't a huge like, there wasn't, like, every fucking Tofurkey fake sausage in the world yet, and most chocolate chips had some sort of dairy fat solid in them, so I had to use carob chips, and honestly, I did not hate them. Like, they're not exactly chocolate, but in a cookie or something like that, they really do the job of just being a melty sweet pocket. You know what I'm saying? Amazon box sounds like Grinder for tall lesbians.
Oh my god.
Amazon box sounds like Grinder for tall lesbians. I'm so happy right now. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I have to screenshot that. That's just fantastic. Bless your soul. Uh, that was a gold moment. Wait, I'm not concerned they don't have mini eggs here. What is it? Explain it, because we have. My problem is we have a bunch of different types of things that are labeled mini eggs in the U.S. Like the U.S. has everything. Don't freak out. We're the country of excess, and it's ridiculous. But we have a lot, so I'm just trying to figure out what kind. Like, because there are lots of delicious little mini eggs out there. I'm just trying to figure out which one you're talking about. Manager Cage just gifted 5 subs in the chat. What the fuck? Honeybean, bless your heart, and thank you for your generosity towards the stream. In addition to the charity we're doing for #FuckCancer, I have also personally committed to donating $1 to the charity for every sub and resub and everything in the channel. I'd do more if I wasn't, if I was rich and famous, but I'm not. It's what but thank you. Fuck. Jack Schreiker failed deeps by Polar Bear and Severin. You're all about wizards the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure, sober consent. I appreciate you. I forgot what I got high and I forgot I was going to put on music. Different music. I know there's music playing. I'm not that high. Oh, wait. And Insane Aesthetic. Wait, what's happening? 5 subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insane Aesthetic. And then, oh, Crazy Old Jay. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an 8 swings to that prime sub. Do not forget your prime subs. Bezos is putting penises in the sky and doing nothing good for the universe. Stop giving him that free $5 bill. Find a streamer. It doesn't have to be here. That is no pressure. I never want anyone to feel beholden to subbing to my channel. But if you have an Amazon Prime account, you have a sub that you haven't been using, and you're just shoving that $5 bills back into the G-string of Jeff Bezos, and he's nasty. Don't do that. What the fuck?
I'm gay.
Mandrikan tipped $50, helping with the donos.
Was that for the charity? Oh my god. If you want to donate to the charity, !fuck cancer in the chat. We'll pull up the I will put that in, though. If that was meant to go to this, would you like me to put it in? Because I can. Giggity. That's what she said. Hello. I can definitely do that for you. I will make a note of it right now. I'm so sorry. But you let me know, boo. Thank you, Loznay. I'm so sorry you're Loznay. I'm glad I stopped thinking you. Those, I never know what those are called. Are they Cadbury? Those are the best candy in the entire world, Lizzie. If those are the mini eggs that you and Beth are talking about, I actually will not allow them in my home because I can't not eat them. I put them in the freezer, they become perfect, and I get diabetes. I literally cannot have them around myself. I will crack out on them. They're crack. Yep, they are the perfect. I don't know what it is. Yep, it's that sugary. It's like a thin, though. It's like this thin, sugary, like candy shell on it, but it's not a glossy shell. It's like I don't know how to explain it. They're perfect. It's like the most perfect small crunch, and the chocolate inside is so like melty, rich, good chocolate. Oh my god, stop. I haven't had them in years and I just can't. I just can't. I cannot. I've never tried before, but might be willing to try it. Try what? What? Hi, Dead Kel. How are you, love? Try what? They're only available in Easter season, thank God. Yep. And honestly, around here, seriously, they're so popular in the States, they're gone immediately, which saves me. Like by the time I realize it's Easter season and I go to like a CVS, which is like Boots or something like that, to see if they're there, they're gone because people love them. I mean, they are universally crack, I think. Yeah, they're so perfect though. It's like a pastel speckled, like an eggshell. Yeah. Oh god, they're so good. They look like little robin's eggs. Oh, they're crack. I think I may have a new place to rent soon. Oh, no shit. Oh, fuck yes. Knock on wood, cross your dicks. I don't want to, like, jinx it. But I really hope this is good. I really hope. What happened? I put on a playlist and it definitely is not playing the playlist I put on. Why are you being an asshole today? Okay, now it's gonna stay. That was weird. Those smashed up, cut up in chocolate orange, that's okay. I completely get it. Yeah, 100%. Like, I just got cold chills seeing them. How dare you? They're just not good for you. They're so good. I like this song a lot. Well, it's because they're popular. Also, it really depends on where you're at in the States, what they're gonna cost you. Like, for instance, I know this just specifically because I live there, but in Washington State, they voted in a sin tax, like SIN tax, literally sin tax. So there's an additional tax on things that are luxury goods to support the state. So alcohol, cigarettes, and all candy, soda, a lot of, like, just sugary junk food, snacks. It all has a unique tax, higher than all the other taxes. Sin tax. So, depends on where you're at, probably. The stream's gonna be on NSFW. No, I wore dark pants. You can't see anything, right? I feel attacked. It is. I mean, it was all. So this is what they did, Glutz. So I guess in my dog just farted again. We have to take a break soon because this is fucking bad. God, you smell bad. What did you eat? Ugh. So, I don't know why. I don't even know why this was instigated, but basically they put on the ballot one year that they wanted to make liquor stores not. So I don't know how to put it that way. Basically, before this vote, liquor stores were state, like they were owned by the state. The state owned the stores. Only state licensed liquor stores could sell liquor, and they could only sell it from this time in the morning until this time at night, and that was it. That was the only place you could find liquor at all. And then they put in a vote to make it so like grocery stores and everybody else could start selling hard alcohol. And everybody voted yes on it. and then voted yes on the caveat. They were like, so because we're taking away all this income from the state, i.e. from selling the liquor, we're going to give it back by just putting a general tax on all sinful things, quote unquote, instead of just alcohol. I don't know if it did any good. I don't know if it made up a difference because they make so much money from weed sales. They've almost like solely funded all road repairs since weed went recreationally legal in the state just from weed taxes. It's fucking wild. So I have no idea. I haven't lived there in such a long time. My dogs, seriously, Zoe, they are like sour egg farts. This is just the worst. All right, let's take a break. First break of the day, yeah? Oh, God, my dog stinks so bad. State-run booze stores. Yeah, it was like, it would literally, you would have to look for a little, it would always be like a little shop on the side of the road that would just have this huge red neon liquor across it. Or alcohol. That's all it would say. And those were the only places you could buy booze. Any kind of alcohol, aside from like maybe wine and beer. I think gas stations and stuff could carry wine and beer, but again, this is just Washington State. Every state I've lived in is different. Maryland still has liquor stores, like state-owned liquor stores. You can't buy liquor in a grocery store. There are some states that even have like counties that are just dry. Like you won't be able to find alcohol in the county ever. There's crazy stuff all over the U.S. We're a melting pot of shit. As much as we hate them, the sin taxes are necessary. It costs society so much to give care for people's bad habits. It's true. I've never been an anti-tax person, but I also like I don't drink, so I didn't really have like a scope on the alcohol thing. And I voted to keep the liquor stores. I was like, why would we take away that income from the state? It's like liquor's not necessary. It's a choice. I mean, why not? So it kind of made sense to me, but it does make shit like that expensive. PA has liquor stores. No shit. Yeah, no hard liquor can be purchased anywhere else. Can you guys get beer and wine in like a grocery store or a gas station? It is time. Yeah, they fucking stink. Let me see. I don't know what it is. Lil's over there, Trick's under my desk, and he is just like gassing me the fuck out. I don't know what happened, bud, but you smell like hell. PA has, now you can. Oh, really? Now you can, but you could not when I was younger. See, when I was younger, I remember my dad going down to like the little gas station, you know, that had like milk and beer, like and gas, and that was it. And he would always come home with a case of beer and milk. I don't know. But that again, Washington, like all of our states and it's county specific within the states can get real weird. Like in Lynchburg, Tennessee, the only way to get any alcohol is to go to the neighboring county or go on tour at the Jack Daniel's distillery. Wait, Bloom. So Lynchburg, Tennessee is a dry city with a Jack Daniel's distillery in it. Oh. What? I'm sure it's probably beautiful. That's just so bizarre. Just okay. I'm gonna go pee and take my dogs out because they're fucking literally gassing me out right now. Um, when I come back though, remind me. I have a funny story about a strange distillery. Sorry. Had to move shit. That was too much on my desk. Couldn't take it. It was intense. Bad sticky. Oh my god, resin sticky. I try to remember to always wear gloves because it's never comes off. It's just like I don't know what it is. It's like it's worse if you get only one part on your hands. Like if you get only the resin or only the hardener, like before you mix it, because it just you can't get it off. Like I've used everything, like lava soap. I've used fucking Comet bleach powder. Nothing gets it off your hands other than just keep putting them under hot water for an extended period of time. Sometimes white vinegar works, but it's the dicks and everything. Like this table is just a sticky hellscape. Everything is sticky. I have successfully run the gauntlet of commercials. I own them. How do you feel? How do you feel? Oh wait, I opened it on the wrong fucking computer. Hold up. TikTok. Seriously, it's doing this. Why? It's never done this before. This is what it was doing yesterday. Why? I'm never logging in on a browser. I don't even know how to log into it. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I think I can get it. Hold up. Stop. I think it's actually going to play for us anyways. Yesterday it wouldn't play. Like, I don't know why it's acting like Insta. That's what I did. I opened it on incognito. Get the fuck out. Get out of my head. That's how I'm going to get it to play. Get out of my head. That's beautiful. Literally what I did. That was the big secret workaround. So stupid. Hold on. I had a load of bowl. Oh, isopropyl alcohol gets rid of the stickiness. Dude, it doesn't for me. I swear to fuck. I literally thought it would work. And I poured isopropyl alcohol all over my hands, rubbed them together, rinsed them off in hot water. They were still fucking sticky. Then I did it again. Still sticky. I even tried peroxide. It might just be me. Maybe my hands are just like fucked and I'm sticky. I don't know what it is. I trust you. It could just be me. That's highly likely. I love Starcadian. They're so great. I know. I'm serious. Like I've looked up how to get it off. I've bought all the industrial hand cleaners from like Lowe's and shit for construction workers. And there's just this weird, like, it's like not, palpably like sticky tacky, but there's this weird, just like not slip on your hands. And it doesn't go away until you like just scrub the fuck out of your hands in boiling water. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like it adds this like tack. Especially to my thumb. I don't know. It's just sticky hell. It's sticky hell. I still do it, enjoy it, but it's sticky hell. Gorg, what up, Honeybean? How are you? Ooh, it works for UV resin, probably not the 2-part stuff. And that's the thing. The 2-part stuff is some serious shit. I don't know. It just gets on it. The best thing is honestly, like, just don't get only 1 part anywhere. If you're going to spill the resin or if you're going to get it on your hands, make sure it's mixed. Because then at least it hardens, and you can just peel it off like rubber. We used to do glue on our hands back in the day. But the 1 part, it's fucking sick. Vegetable oil, then dish soap. I'm going to try it. I'm going to write that down. Dawn dish soap does everything. Dawn dish soap literally usually does everything. That's why I was shocked when I just kept washing my hands and I was like, oh my god, they're still sticky. Still sticky. I'm still fucking sticky right now. We use the Orange Clean. It's like a mechanical soap that's abrasive. Orange Clean. Wait. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. But it's just like a liquid soap, right? Jesse Robbins, you generous slut. How are you? Thank you for those gay biddies. Hello, love. How are you doing? Penis. When's the last time you YOLO'd? And do you have any PRs coming up? Or, are you doing any big heavy lifts? Soon-esque? An angle grinder? I'm not shitting you. I've literally used like some hardcore metal steel bristled brushes on my hands just to try to get it off. I've done everything. It's pretty gross. Gojo soap has a nice pumice in it and will strip your hands of anything. And I've used I have volcano soap. I think that's like the same. It's basically a bar of soap, but it's got like pumice granules in it. And that kind of works, but you can still feel it. I don't know what it is. I can feel it. It's something on there. I'm thinking the vegetable oil might work. I don't know. I don't have any on there right now. I'm just saying, like, I know that it's just this weird. I don't know. I've tried everything. I feel crazy sometimes, but I just wear gloves. Wear gloves and you're good. I have like they're like the hardcore nitrile gloves. And they're reusable. That's my favorite part about them. Well, they're not technically reusable, but they're like rip proof. They're meant for like, sanding stuff with gloves on. So I got them extra large so I can literally like slide them off my hands and reuse them. These guys, they're the shit though. They really do. I mean, nothing, and some resin chemicals will burn through some latex, so you get the nitrile ones. These are pretty nice. And then I can just like, this one's clean, but then I can reuse them because they're really expensive. In terms of gloves, I hit 475 deadlift like 3 weeks ago. Damn, 475. That's so many of me. Holy dicks, dude. Grats on that. That's amazing. Oh god, Jesse, was it? Like in a bad way or just busy as fuck? Enjoy your day off. I hope you fucking relax. That is force. Wow. I'm trying to think. What was the I think the most I ever deadlifted was like 295. I think was my top. That was like where I literally moved and just didn't go to the gym anymore. Penis could literally throw you. I mean, Penis picks me up like I'm a fucking toothpick and he's shorter than me. It's very unnerving. Not like drastically shorter than me, but it is quite unnerving when, someone can just like toothpick you. And I'm not a small person. Cheers, by the way, to that. That's amazing. Ooh, I hiked some steep hills on a narrow forest path, like 1 to 2. DM snow. Oh my god, eat something. You should eat. Well, that's why I was asking Penis, like, if he had like a big lift coming up or anytime soon, because that's how I gauged my YOLO meals. If it was the weekend and I didn't have to work, that's usually when I would go on my super long run. So normally I do like 3 miles-ish, but on the weekends I'd push myself and I'd usually do like 7 or something like that. And so I'd eat something ridiculous, like a burrito the size of my leg or a cinnamon roll the size of my tit to give myself that boost so I'm not like eating my heart. And I know you lift fucking heavy. You're a solid rock. Like Miss Trenchbull and the Pigtails Girl, literally. Less violence. Cheers. Hero. I need someone to dinosaur away from me. Now. Literal shit show. I played nurse, nurse's aide, med aide, and admin nurse. What the fuck? Were you just short-staffed? That's safe. Medicine's safe. Dude, that was so violently Asian. The dinosaur, I can't. It reminded me of oh god, what was the Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. We're all deaf now. It reminds me of Richard Simmons. I'm a pony. I'm a pony. I'm a pony. But it was like, dinosaur! Like, so fucking way more intense. I'm so sorry. I accidentally hit my keyboard and it unpaused the music. That was on me. I apologize. That was violently loud. I need to dinosaur to my door. Wait, I need to dinosaur to my door soon to pick up my food. Oh my god, what did you get though? What are you eating? Is it delicious? Imagine somebody actually pisses me off at a con and I just eat them. I strongly believe you could. I ever tell you, oh my god. So Zach and I were I kind of forgot this had happened. Zach and I were just talking about this the other night because we were watching, what was it? It was one of those true crime shows about, not so loud, sorry. I just told you guys, I just watched it. It was the true crime show about a kid who killed brutally murdered his best friend in his sleep. And so the whole thing was all about basically the history of there's a handful of murder cases where the defense of sleepwalking was used. And then it went into the science of it. And the science of sleepwalking actually is really fascinating. I didn't know anything about it, when it happened in the sleep cycle, stuff like that. But they were talking about how people who legitimately sleepwalk, they don't always get up and walk. They sometimes, just sit up in bed. They sometimes will talk to themselves in bed or whatever. But in general, they tend to be really hard to wake up. They're really hard sleepers. They can roll out of bed and continue their little sleepwalking nonsense and not wake up. And I'm pretty positive Zach's a sleepwalker because he has done some wild shit while sleeping and had, he's almost always talking or giggling. I know I've told you guys about his creepy ass sleep giggling. The motherfucker sleep giggles. It's fucking terrifying. I mean, I swear to God, almost every morning, right after my alarm goes off, my alarm is like that Bixby bitch. She's like, good morning. The temperature outside is fucking freezing and you're going to die. And I reach for my phone. And I'm like, no, turn it off, sit up. And Zach will roll over and just, it's like the Tom Segura, fake laugh, but he's dead asleep. He does that all the time. Or he'll have weird little that banana avocado. Those all the time while he's sleeping. But this one time, this was really recent. It was when we went to visit my sister for her birthday in Seattle. We went up to Canada, and I think I told you about this part. My parents, they basically we're like borrowing a timeshare from a friend of theirs. Actually, my mom's friend who just died of bone cancer. Her funeral was yesterday. Super sad. But the place was really small. And so the room that Zach and I had to sleep in was literally 2 twin beds, like children twin beds, like comical amounts of our body hung off the ends of these beds. So our great idea was to put the beds together, like, 50s style, like let's fuck on the crack, And we shoved the beds together and then like stretched a sheet over it so that it wasn't just a crack in between us or whatever. And we figured at least we could kind of like lay diagonal or something and like fit on it. So in the middle of the night, somehow, the beds had worked themselves apart far enough that I just like flunk straight in between the beds, like, I don't know, like 3 in the morning or something like that. And it woke me the fuck up. Like, I'm not a light sleeper, but goddamn, that was pretty violent. But out of nowhere, Zach fucking like childs me out of the crack. He literally reaches down in a dead sleep. He doesn't remember this at all. He has no memory, and I've asked him multiple times. He reaches down, grabs my forearm, picks up my entire body by my forearm, flops me on his side of the bed, and goes back to sleep. I think he like patted me. And I was just like sitting there in complete, shock. Like, are you alive? Are you? And I remember it was really dark. So I just kept squinting and like looking at his face, like, did that? So then I just went to sleep. And the next morning I asked him about it. He has no recollection of this activity at all. But I'm sure you've seen like dads, the dad arm. That's what I meant, not the strong arm. Dad arm. Dads like grab their kids out of danger, just like pick them up by their fucking forearm. That's exactly what he did to me in his sleep and plot. And I was just like, what the fuck shit? I think he's one of those. I might die. I don't know. Oh my God, please. I wish I never I gotta get a video of Zach sleep talking. Sleep giggling. That's the worst. It always, I know he does it regularly. I know it. It's almost every morning. And then like the rare occasion that he falls asleep before me at nighttime, I'll just be sitting there on my iPad reading and he'll just roll over and it's like these fucking like fluttery, creepy, fake giggles in his sleep. What is so funny? It's so creepy. No shit. Everyone called off. Agency didn't want to show up either. Agency gets paid so much, but honestly, they're probably worked to death. I get that. That sucks, though. I'm sorry. You should just do nothing. I don't trust you as far as I could throw you, faces another person. You, on the other hand, I trust the most. It's stream brain, just a stream of consciousness. It's gotta be. It's something. Yeah, it's like protect instinct. It was bizarre. Oh my God, hold on. I have to hear this. Where is it? Bitch. Twatter's been a twat lately. Did he ask why he was in pain the next morning? He didn't have any recollection of anything. Nothing. He had no pain. He, I got up and put the beds back together and went to sleep. So, it, semi kind of looked like nothing had happened other than the beds were kind of at a weird angle. He had no idea. They're serial killer giggles. They are. They are very disconcerting. I've like, when your partner's like snoring and you kind of like do that soft push roll, like, please stop what you're doing. I need to sleep. I do that sometimes because the giggling won't stop. And I'm just like, this is like sleeping with Chucky. Thankfully, I usually fall asleep first, so it's not a problem. Usually. Where the fuck? No, stop. What? Oh, stop. Hold on. Stop it. Is that real? Stop it. That's not real. Stop it. Beth, stop. That's not is that? I'm trying to make it big so I can show everyone. God damn it. I mean, honestly, I thought we were just hearing something funny. This is like, stop. What the fuck? There's no way. Is he dreaming of what? I'm so glad I'm not the only one with someone in their life who does very scary things in their sleep. That's so great. Oh man. Wait, you do too? I talk all the time in my sleep, and for years I would sit up in my sleep and look around before lying down again. What the fuck? You're possessed. Crispy swears I've giggled in my sleep. He does it all the time. I believe it. Sleep giggles are the worst. That's a nightmare. He kept doing it and freaking me out. I thought I was crazy and hearing things. No, that's real. So what did he say when you showed him that? Because that's insane. I opened it on the wrong monitor. Hold on. Knives, I failed. Every time. I have to know. Hi. No, it's totally fine. Relevant? I mean, did it have to do with, is it like very scary sleep snoring? He didn't know why he did it. There's a clip, I think, of him watching it back. That's amazing. It's so disconcerting if someone takes pictures of you or videos of you while you're sleeping. Every time someone does that to me, I'm just like, God, that's weird. Because it's just like a space of time I was not there, but I'm obviously there. Thankfully, I don't do that. Apparently, I have a weird sleep thing, though. Just one thing. Apparently, allegedly, the way you can tell I'm asleep, like I've passed out now, is the moment I'm asleep. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm asleep. I just let out one ridiculously long exhale. Like I deflate, apparently. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I just go like a sigh that lasts a minute and then I'm done and then I die. It doesn't happen again. That's just my fall asleep sound. What the fuck is that? I'm a balloon. Hold on. I just want to make sure the volume doesn't blow. Turn it down, the volume. I won't start it too high. We'll see. Holy, you were not fucking. I'm so glad noise started right away. So we don't. That was wow. You know what, though? Respect to that level of volume that came out of that tiny human. Holy
Shit.
scary. Oh, God. I'm scared. I don't know what's. Oh, my fucking God. Oh my God, Knives. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to ask you if you still had that link because I really wanted to look at it. And literally, Squid Corona was here earlier and taunting me about squids already. And I didn't have the link. I was like, fuck. I had to restart my computers. They were being weird. I don't normally restart them every day, but they were being very strange. There is a fucking thing. I see it. It's in my eye. You bastard. Traitor to the crown. Ah! Okay. I do super weird shit in my sleep. The only reason I think I don't sleepwalk anymore is because of my spinal injuries, making actually getting up out of bed difficult. So I don't go pee on random things in the night anymore. Zach has a story about that. Oh, I just remembered that. He said when he was like 5, really young, I have no idea, around 5 or 6, he got up in the middle of the night, walked down the hall, and his dad was like in the kitchen watching him. And his dad was like, "What you doing, buddy?" Zach completely ignores him, walks to a closet, opens it, and just starts pissing. And his dad just like let it happen. I don't know. Fucking weird. People are weird. But like I might be possessed. Wait, you shake? Like shivering? You're like a built-in vibrator. I swear something is in my eyeball. How do you stop? I don't think you do, Cocky. I think honestly, like either you're gonna spread the piss and make a bigger mess, or you're just gonna eliminate the spread and let it happen and clean up the one spot. Yeah, I don't honestly think you stop a piss. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do either because the piss is gonna happen regardless. And I've read and heard it's not a good idea to wake up sleepwalkers. I don't know how legit that is. That deer was hilarious. Is that the type of deer that has those huge like holes on its face that it screams with slash sense things with? Sense. Like it sense on things. They're aliens and they scare the shit out of me. I saw them at the San Diego Zoo and I literally have never stopped thinking about how scary they were. I was just going through my sleep talk recordings from like a year ago, and no, the giggling. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, 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 no. Nobody likes a giggler. Yes, the ocean. Oh, but also, no, the ocean. No shit, Pachi said I slept walk and tried to pee in the kitchen trash can. At least you made it into a receptacle. I think Zach just pissed on a pile of sweatshirts. Which is kind of great. Kids are great. Kids are great. I'm just reloading my bowl. I used to sleepwalk as a kid, no shit. Wouldn't remember it shortly after, but years later I remembered. Weird. And my mom confirmed. Used to walk down the stairs, make a bowl of cereal, no idea how I got down. Can't even go down the stairs when awake. What the fuck? That's amazing. Yes, if you're afraid of the ocean, you are in good company. I literally have a fear of the ocean, and we're about to look at this thing. Knives gave me this link yesterday, and honestly, I don't know what we got on like a serious talk about something, and I like, oh, it was about the fucking. I don't know why though. Why did I start talking about the fucking horrible massacre in Korea? I don't know. I don't know. By the way, if anybody watched that, my condolences. That is one of the hardest things to experience ever. I mean, just watching it, Jesus Christ, let alone being there. The Nara. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up both of them. So I got the ocean one. Hold up. This is the Nara deer the little tiny one with the scary glands? Is it gonna be loud? I'm scared to unmute it. Oh. Not the same. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. What? Just what is that? Yes, those barking deer. Is that what they're called, Kozu? Barking deer? God, they're creepy. Oh, they're so creepy. Is it gonna do it again? I need to see this again. It farted with its face. It does have human teeth. It's like those fish with human. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my god. It literally has a wind up. Right, I was gonna say, like, we've all been there, right? Weird. How was your day? That's how it was. I get it. We've been there. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. And the creepiest thing I've ever experienced. Maybe. I don't know. That's pretty I don't know what's creepier. Imagine that coming out of the creepy barking deer. Although barking deer already bark, I don't know what to do here. Trying to make sure nothing blows our ears out. I fucked with the volume way too much today. Don't. It's loud for me. Jesus Christ. Rin, thank you. It's a shadow. But like, I saw it. I coughed naked and was like, "Oh, I see you. I see you, bitch. I saw that bitch. I saw it. It's in there. It's dying." I'm not trying to have abs. If anyone's worried about that, by the way, I'm completely aware that you have to have under 14% body fat to have abs, and that's not very healthy. I was just excited that, there was something. Are those the deer they like worship in Japan? And people go there to visit them and they can feed them and stuff like that? That was me walking the door after work last night and asked my hubby, "Where's dinner?" Uh, oh my god, that deer is the equivalent of oh god, what is that kid's name? The little kid who goes to the dentist. It's like Daniel goes to the dentist. Remember that part when he's like, "Is this gonna be forever?" It's the deer version. I see it. Yes, I will let you. I'll allow. Celebrate in my joy. It was, I mean, honestly, like I have one of those body types where I'm just so long and stretched out that having any sort of muscle definition or toning without being like 0% body fat is bar impossible, you know? So I don't really aim to have like amazing definition, but I do try to look healthy. At least good naked. That's all I want, really. Podgy, thank you. I did it myself. I didn't rebleach it, obviously, because the fucking gray is coming through. But I redyed it. It was just it fades so fast. Yeah, they're in a deer park in Japan. They make special cookies for them. Oh my god, there's a link about it. That's amazing. I had no idea. That's so weird, but also cool. Now I have a reason why I'm not jacked. Skanks. No shit. It's a real thing. So, without being like, a ridiculous level bodybuilder and just having insane amounts of muscle, in order to have visual abdominal muscles, you have to have a 14% body fat percentage or less. But get this caveat, in order to be an ovulating human, like in order to produce sexual hormones, you have to have at least 18% body fat. So, like, I ain't aiming for any of this. You know what I'm saying? It's all we can ask for, right? Oh my god, the dog's farted again. It's so bad. They're both on both sides of me. I'm gonna be gassed out and die. This is a terrible time. I look good naked to me, yes. I just want to maintain that. Like, I ain't looking to change anything. I know that would just be ridiculous. I have no goals. They fade so right, and that's the thing. Like, I work out a lot and get sweaty, so I try not. Oh my god, they smell so bad. Jesus Christ. I try not to shampoo and condition my hair every day, but I definitely rinse it every day in the shower just because I do get sweaty, and I don't want to be a nasty sweaty. And it just fades. It's just gonna happen. It's inevitable. But the cool thing is like, I remember being pissed about that when I was younger, being like, "Oh, I hate getting temporary hair dye." Like, all the hairdressers are like, "It's so much better for you. Please do this." But it fades so fast. I mean, the cool thing is you can just go get it yourself and reapply it because there's no harmful chemicals in it. Like, you could literally just apply it over and over and over, and you're never gonna do any damage because it's literally just like a heavy conditioner with pigment in it. So, as long as you're comfortable buying some hair dye, like, whatever. Jesus Christ. They smell so bad. Don't we all look good naked? I think naked bodies are really cool, to be honest, but for some reason, society disagrees with me. Yucky! I'm from a family of large, both in height and girth people. I'm short and wide. I will celebrate anytime someone loves the meat sack they live in. Me too. You know what really helped me? Like, I mean, everybody's self-conscious. I'm still self-conscious, or not self-conscious, but like insecure about things. I think everybody has insecurities forever. Unless you're like insane, like there's no one who doesn't have insecurities. But I did this on my own. I was kind of proud of myself and it kind of worked. But instead of like obsessing over what my body looks like, I started just like literally the moment I started thinking that thought, I would stop myself and recorrect that thought to what did that body part do for you though? And like they hiked, the mountains of Thailand and I got to go hang out with like rescued elephants in a refuge because of these huge thighs and long legs, instead of like you look like a grasshopper. Like, I just started forcing that. Like, I had to force and, it's kinda like fake it till you make it a little bit, but in your head. And I just kept doing that over and over. Like, I don't know. It helped a little, I guess. But no one's perfect. I'm from a family of oh, wait. This seems to explain chesticles. What explains chesticles? I'm currently growing out my natural hair for the first time since, like, 6th grade. That's what I literally just did the past 2.5 years. No shit. I got this done, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? I got the bleach done and everything. But up until that point, I went since the beginning of COVID, and I had my natural-ass brown-black hair to about here. It's the most natural hair I've had in easily, like, 15, 20 years. I've been dyeing my hair pretty regularly since I was, like, in 4th grade. Like, I've had roots, but never. I mean, I could have trimmed my hair and just had natural hair. It was very weird. Dude, well, this is it. We didn't change their food. It's the same food, but it's, like, a different flavor because apparently they were out of the flavor we normally get, and so I think their tum-tums are just digesting new flavor of this food, and it's giving them the worst farts ever. And Podgy, I got tattoos too. Like tattoos just enhance, right? I agree. Vile, are you back now? How are you? Welcome to welcome. What? Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an A to Swing Sports. Fucking what? 34. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. That's so many fucking months.
But I'm really glad it finally let you share, even though this popped up like a week ago. Thank you very much for resubbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an A to Swings. How are you, love? Back on land. Does it feel bad? Since refocusing on, I want to be able to do blank thing instead of I want to look like, it's so much better because it's a healthy goal to work towards. Exactly. And I find, at least with me, like, no matter what I do to my body in terms of, like, working out, gaining muscle, losing weight, whatever, it'll never be, like, this ideal fantasy body that's in my head because I have bone structure. Like, I have genetics, I have certain anatomical features that will just never fit that. So it's kind of, I think you can drive yourself insane. Like striving towards these things that are just like, as opposed to, it is totally possible to get in shape to be able to hike some mountains in Thailand and go to this elephant refuge, where it's elephants that have been rescued and are why they just roam as they want. But, people maintain the area and make sure no one comes in and hurts them or poaches them. It's not one where you ride elephants, in case anyone's wondering. Don't do that. But like that kind of stuff helps, I think, in the long run. My mom's growing out her gray. Oh, yes. Gave up and chopped off her hair into a faux hawk. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. When my hair goes full silver, I will absolutely just grow that shit out and own it. Because the roots are worse than the silver, in my opinion. Like, if I was to keep dyeing my hair the black brown it naturally is over, like, a full head of silver, it would look, you're not fooling anyone. You know what I mean? Why am I losing weight? Because my pants don't fit right anymore. Exactly. Yeah, because I felt bad walking upstairs. Yeah, that's it. I don't have a scale in my house. Fuck that. Bones get in the way. Bones are there, man. They exist, and we must succumb to them, unfortunately. It is a level of insanity, because you're constantly saying not good enough. Is that a form of body dysmorphia? It might be. I don't know. Honestly, body dysmorphia wasn't even in the DSM, I don't think, when I was in college. It was being talked about, like, we were familiar with the term, but it wasn't, like, an official term yet. I think it was under something else, probably something offensive and terrible. But kind of, yeah. But I don't know, like, I don't know, because I think like there's body dysmorphia where it's like a true like you get into like a mode of psychosis that can be harmful for you. And I don't think I've ever been in that, but I've definitely I don't know. Maybe it's a scale. That's a really good question. You got my brain ticking. I had to stop giving a crap about my weight. My meds and my diabetes caused me to lose weight and gain weight so much. And I honestly don't think it's, I mean, to each their own. I'm never going to tell anyone how to live their life, but I don't have a scale in my house. I don't think the number on a scale dictates any form of health. There's nothing about that means health in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of similar to BMI. And I think people can get really obsessed with it and start basing self-worth on this number, especially when they've got like maybe a doctor coming at them about BMI or something. I just don't think it's healthy. At not obese, I basically look like a short Zariah. There's no chance they'll have a thigh gap, but I look like I can break a person. Yeah, exactly. Nope, I completely understand that. She thinks she looks old. She's only 50, but I think she finally accepted it since she's soon to be a grandma. I mean, this is just my opinion, and you feel free to share this with her if you believe this would make her feel better. I think the trying to cover up aging honestly makes people look older than just aging. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I have a few aunts that are very, 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 very obsessed with plastic surgery and very, very, very obsessed with the idea of not aging. And now they're twins and they're both in their 70s and they look like very creepy, brittle porcelain dolls because they've been peeled and lasered and plucked and pulled and stuffed. It's fucking gnarly. But I think it looks worse. Like you're never gonna fool anyone with that amount of like that amount of like this shit. You know, that amount. I'm all about a nip and tuck here and there. You do you, boo boo. Your body is your temple. Fuck that shit up. But like when you get to that certain level, it's just like now I'm just wondering like what are you covering? Like what was so wrong? What happened? You know? What went wrong? Nothing, by the way. She was beautiful. Just it's that I think that is like body dysmorphia. Seriously, cocky? Gross. BMI is total bullshit. 100%. Yeah. I've heard horror stories, but I've never known a medical professional to put any salt on BMI at all. Like, your lungs don't get bigger just because you're fat. I'm still gonna ventilate you the same way. You know what I mean? Your lungs all have to do on your height and your length of your chest cavity. Crispy almost punched my aunt in the nose when she borrowed a shirt of mine saying, I don't think she would have one small enough. Kudos to him and his self-control, because I probably would have been violent. That is so fucking rude. Jamie Lee Curtis is a good example of letting it happen, and she looks as good as she did when she was insert age here, 100%, yeah. And Jamie Lee Curtis has lived a life. Like, she didn't gracefully, like, she's gracefully, looks wonderful. She gracefully aged visually, but, like, you probably know this, like, she had a horrible opiate addiction for a long period of time, like, painkiller addiction. What was the movie she did? Oh, God. With Arnold Schwarzenegger, she was, like, a spy. Spy something? Fuck. I just blanked on it. It was in my head. That was the time. She was, like, heavily into drugs and shit. She was staying awake constantly 24/7. True Lies, thank you, yes. That was the period of time. Yeah, I watched a documentary and she talked all about it. It's really heart-wrenching. But you think about she went through all that drug use and everything, and still came out and she looks fucking, like, banging. She's banging. Yeah. She's fucking hot. Thick thighs save lives. Facts, though. These thighs have saved lives. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of another one that I think hasn't had, like, I don't even care if they had, like, a little, procedure here and there. I have no problem with someone, like, nipping up their neck or doing the little things that are your insecurities. Everybody has insecurities, and if there's little things that can make you feel better and you have the money for it, you do you, boo. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody. But it's when it gets, like, too much. Like, I think Sandra Bullock's done a really good job of aging gracefully. I think she's had a few things, like some Botox and shit, because her eyebrows and her forehead mysteriously stopped moving, like, 10 years ago. But she's obviously not being, like, lasered, poked, prodded, and filled to all fucking hellscape nonsense, you know what I mean? Yeah, she talks about how much pressure on her body. Oh, did you watch the same one I watched? I think you did, because that sounds really familiar. Older, yeah. Oh my god, the old greasy old dudes in, like, Vegas with the jet black hair. You're always like, "Nah, bro." Genetics plays a part, but she also has money to spend on skincare. True. Sunscreen. I truly believe, like, and this is just, like, from personal experience and what I've witnessed in people, sun is the number one ager the number one thing that makes you look old is sun damage, in my opinion. My Nana looked fucking amazing up until her last day because she was pale-ass Irish woman who never went outside. Like, she did not go in the sun because no amount of sunscreen helped. She looked phenomenal. Her skin was flawless up until her last days, man. It was crazy. What is EEAAO? Wait, is that everywhere? Is that everywhere, everything, all at once? Is that what we're talking about? Wait, did you finally watch it? Did you finally watch it? Best movie ever. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, by the way. Also, you want to know something funny I learned? She didn't wear a bodysuit or anything. I'm not kidding. I watched an interview of Michelle Yeoh, and Michelle Yeoh said, I'm not kidding you. Jamie Lee Curtis is a magician. She was sitting all upright, with her like beautiful body that she still has and her big, luscious titties. And she puts on the wig and then just does this like with her stomach. I can't. This is me pushing out as far as I can. I don't know what happened. Jamie Lee Curtis can like morph her torso to give herself like a belly in the front, which made her look like this like burnt out, like tax lady with the fucking arm braces. She's just the master. Her and Michelle Yeoh, honestly. Like Michelle Yeoh, another. I mean, how the fuck Michelle Yeoh? Another. I think she's in her 50s as well, and literally time machine. I guess I don't fucking know. She didn't age. Helen Mirren. Oh, dude, there's a lot of beautiful, beautiful. What I don't want to say they're not oldest like societally such a fucking negative connotation these days. Like the elder, the witches, the crones. I don't know. There's no good word. There's no good word for it. Sarah Michelle Gellar's also aged really well, but I've actually watched her skincare routines. She stays out of the sun and wears a buttload of sunscreen. It's so good. Everything everywhere all at once. I don't know, man. It's just such a brilliant movie. Yeah, I've watched it like 4 times now. It's pretty long and heavy, so I've watched it pretty spaced out. But every time I watch it, I swear I catch more. And each time I've watched it, I cry for a different reason. And at the end of the movie, I have sympathies for like I'm on the team of a different character, and I didn't do that on purpose. So like the first time, I was totally on Michelle's side. I got it. Second time I watched the movie, I was on her daughter's side. Third time I watched the movie, husbands. And now I can't get the husband out of my head. Obviously he won those awards and cried and fuck. He's such a brilliant human and wonderful. But dude, there's a scene in the if you remember this part, it's the part where she's in the alternate reality where she like has a ball gown on. She's a famous singer, I think, and she's talking to her husband, but they're not married. And he's like smoking in an alley, and he just says, "You know what? In another time, in another place, I would have been very happy just to do laundry and taxes with you." I'm gonna cry. Stop. No. And it fucking slays me, dude. No. Okay, we're better. An actor. She was an actor. Yes, thank you. Was it the same universe where she was singing on stage like that? Fuck, that scene makes me cry too, by the way. When she's like gathering powers from all the different universes, jumps into the one where she's singing on stage. And it gets me emotional. And she just lets that note. I fucking died. Oh, Rin, stop. I would just cry all the time. And had a gummy and I freaked out. Oh, Jesse. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best plan. Wait, was it what is this? I'm mildly scared to click it. What is that? I, I don't believe you. I have an ouch from blowing my nose so much and it's killing me. Ow. When we're around his family who like to push for performative affection and I'm not comfortable with it, I just look at him and go, laundry and taxes. Shut up. That is so cute. I'm dead. Fuck. Fuck, that's fucking cute. Fuck. Okay, I'm playing this. If it's too loud or anything, just let me know. I have no idea what's happening. The new sickness and health. Laundry and taxes. Amen. I know. Should we watch this together? I don't know what's happening. I don't, I don't know. But it had a pretty good beat. I kind of like that little cat. I don't know. I didn't hate that at all. Like, it's very weird. I wonder if I did drugs, but I kind of want more. I'm not kidding you. So what we just watched, there's a 10-hour version with Did you see how many views the 10-hour version of that song has? 4.8 million views of 10 hours of that. Half of them are Dan. That's where I've heard that before. Oh my God, that's why I know that song. Everything makes sense now. I knew that was familiar. Oh my God. Why do you need 10 hours of that? I don't. Nova, welcome. I don't like. Is it Is it like waterboarding in slow motion, like thing? Are Gen Z horrified at us for how offensively arrogant Nyan Cat is? Because that shit is so sensorily overwhelming. Honestly, I don't know. Yes? Gen Z seems to be very much more smarter than me. I don't know. I got hopes for him. I feel like that my generation's already fucked. We're just trying to make it out alive at this point. Hearing it caused me to flinch. Yeah. I mean, it literally gave me like a weird, like familiar feeling, but also I didn't hate it. But now I know why it was that weird familiar feeling. Like I'm pretty sure I've heard it 5 million times on Dan's channel. Reposted in the wrong. What is this though? I know this. I know this one. Gives me warm feelings. Dude, Charlie the Unicorn totally holds up. How does it not? I still say that shit all the time. Oh, they got my kidney. Follow the younger Gen X folks. We'll forge a path. It might be lead to doom, but that's fine. I would hold your hand into Mount Doom at this point. It's better than dying in a hospital and leaving bills to whatever spawn or my family's left behind me. Know what I'm saying? Oh, I mean, I have to say no. But I'm going to tell you why. It's slow. Bills. Bills? Bills, bills, bills? Bills? What? Did I miss the conversation? What happened? I will never pay the bills for my family when they die. Good. I think medical bills, like, I don't know what happens to honestly huge medical bills if you don't have children. I don't know who they go to if you die. I really don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Leopleurodon. Leopleurodon, Charlie. No, because it's slow. Like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, we have the ability to literally put YouTube videos at like 1.25, 1.5 speed, and we're all so cracked out on getting shit as fast as possible. The like all the silence and the dead time in those Charlie videos, no one would watch that because those Charlie videos, for as simple and stupid as they are too much to put on TikTok, and that's about as far as anyone's attention span goes nowadays. Know what I'm saying? Kind of like salad fingers. Like it's too long content. People aren't really into it anymore. Appreciate this. I got an email from my student loan holder saying, quote, please fill out this form and have your cosigner sign this to release them from your student to release them from your student loans. Wait. What? Because I've apparently paid enough that my dead stepfather can be released from the obligation. Shut the fuck up. That's fucking great. You know, my mom still gets mail from my dead dad every once in a while. He died when I was fucking 7. 7. She still every once in a while gets shit for gym. It's very weird. Because apparently that's amazing. If I outlive my family, I'm going for a high score. Dude, I don't know what as long I just don't want to shit my pants. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with living for a while, just like I don't want to have to hire someone to wipe my ass because I'm not having kids, so there's not going to be anyone there to wipe my ass. Wait, what is this? I'm scared. Stop it. Wait. Person who makes those videos. I just need to know what goes through their head on a regular basis because honestly, what in the ever living fuck? And something in that reminded me of a very strange animal I learned about recently. 1 second. Damn it. I can't remember what it was called, so I'm putting in random Googles and trying to find it. Not the egg one, although that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Wait. Oh my god, I'm missing. Oh, shit balls. Oh, fucking shit. They can only get you if you go back. What the fuck? Everything's autoplaying and I'm living in a hellscape right now. I wish autoplay didn't exist. Honestly, like if TikTok goes away, will autoplay go away? Because then I'm maybe for it. Where just give me 1 sec. I gotta find this creepy animal I learned about because you have to see it if I saw it. This is how our lives go. It's basically a very creepy ancient fish that didn't have a jaw. So instead of, having a jaw, it just like had a very creepy little smile all the time. And they found a fossil of it. And I can't stop thinking about it. But now I can't fucking find it. Oh, did I find it? Stop it. Did I find it? What the fuck? Why? Oh, the names are funny. Wait, CK, wholesome satanic or wholesomely satanic? Yes. Yes? Yes. Do I answer yes? I'm just trying to find the picture. I'm failing hard. I can't even pronounce the name for you. Well, maybe I'll just leave you with that. Just think about a fish with no jaw that just smiles at you as it swallows you whole because that's how big it was and it was prehistoric. You're welcome. I don't know what else to do. Everything's failing me today. Fail sauce. I can't get this fucking. What the fuck? I always wanted to be a ballerina. Lol. Oh, there were so many links up. Honestly, I rarely read the messages with the links because when someone posts a link, then 5 other people post one right away and I try to grab them as soon as possible. So if I miss a message that says like, "Hey, this is a song about people hanging from trees," like I apologize. It's just because there's so much. Literally, I have like 20 links. No more links. You're all done now. It's too many. My browser's gonna crash. Oh my god, Zoe, hold on. I got it. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 things up right now that we still have yet to watch or experience from all y'all, including this. I can't have any more. It'll crash my browser. I don't know why. It sucks. Calm down. Is it 4:20? I was saving this. It's 5 minutes. We can wait. I don't know whose link is whose anymore. You'll have to call it out when I play them because I have them all. I got Wrestling Kid definitely because I can see a little wrestler. It's just oh, dog farts. Jesus Christ. This song's so beautiful though. Like I love this song. I just didn't know where it came from. I got Scientists Aren't Fucking Too. I saw that one. What up, Jose? How are you, love? Oh, you guys stink. Way to ruin Billie Holiday's phenomenal voice, you assholes. Ew. Fuck, they stink. This is Ash Blackwood, You're Gonna Be Okay. Wait, have I heard this? Nope. Just sounds a lot like 5 other songs I've heard in my life. Let's all fart. No. No. They're on both sides of me. I don't know who's doing it, but I smell it. It's so bad. It's like those hot, weird farts that make no sound because they just seep out of you. That's what's happening with my dogs right now. I'm literally being double teamed. Trick's behind me and Lil's under my desk. Ew. Oh, that's so gross. This song's pretty, but man, it's being tinged. Ew. Yep. Like, I'm fully aware it's still going in my mouth, but at least I can't smell it. Oh. You smell like death. Why? It might be. Maybe they need to shit. It's so bad. I'm thriving off the deodorant that rubbed off in my sweatshirt. Ew. Are you dying? Honestly, this sounds so much like a song I've heard before with just different lyrics on top of it. And I can't put a name to the song. I have no idea. It's fucking boggling me. Hold on. I gotta move shit. I have so many things up. Too many. I have to fucking no. Oh my god, that child just that made my day. Holy shit, more screens, so many. What is that? Oh, bongo cat, screaming deer. Watched him, got him. What is that? Oh, bless. Or Max snoring. So hold on, let me read this. Female Anatomy 101. The vagina is on the inside and there is no hair. Yes, people who don't know proper terminology will call the entire area the vagina, but that's incorrect. Which part of this am I supposed to wait? Technically, the vagina is outside the body. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening in this tweet? What's happening? Help. Is it just like all dumb? Help. It's the replies are just like a lot of dumb. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I went to the wrong part of this tweet, but it's so much dumb. Hold on. CK, I have a potentially dumb medical knowledge question. Are vaginas outside the body and do they have hair? Inspired by the following Twitter thread. This Twitter thread is so weird. I don't know what to do. Help. uh, I don't know what, only inside, but just Google vagina hair and you get a plethora of pubic hair crap. All titled hair on vaginas, not hair in vulvas. Seems to me like you're splitting hairs here, I can't. Hurts. I like to pretend I live in a world where people like that don't exist. Oh no. So yeah, it's a yes and a no. Vaginas come to be a very general term for basically the entire no-no package of someone assigned female at birth, meaning the labias majora, the labia minora, the fucking vulva, the whatever. Depending on your anatomy and genetics, some parts stick out of the body a lot more than other parts. it honestly depends on the person and what we're describing as inside outside. Because let's be honest, we've all got like a 3-inch gash between our legs that's just like there. So like what's you know, treat with respect, lick. You know what I'm saying? That's all you really need to know and do when it comes to any part of that area. Whether it's on the inside or the outside. You know what I'm saying? I realize it's my dog's birthday today, so I have to go get them good bones after school. Jesus Christ. After stream. They're 3 years old today. Fucking wild. Maybe that's why they're gassing me out. They're gifts to me. I know. I just realized what day it was. March 25th. It's the day they were born, dude. So they're gonna gas me out and kill me. But there's a natural, like dog. The fuzz on my earbud. A natural dog food place near us that does like those big fucking marrow bones. I'm gonna go get them a couple. They'll love them. No. That's true. That's true. People don't know about. I mean, I'm more scared that people think they know about vaginas. And that they're like, that the place they go for vagina education is Twitter. You know? Like, that's concerning. But at least people are talking about pussy, I guess. I feel like there's something in my eyeball. I had a Grey's Anatomy in the house, and I would get down and flip through it because it had the cool transparent pages. Dude, same. My mom had so many cool anatomy books when I was a kid. We used to go through all of them all the time. I've always loved looking at bones and skeletons and stuff like that of people. The whole idea that we're just like a wet bone sack of meat was always fucking cool to me. Hold on, we have to watch Wrestling Kid. And fuck, where was the other one? Shit. Nope. I got it. Scientists aren't fucking. Right? Yeah. Volume. Let me know if it's. Oh my god! It always auto plays. Just fucking. I turn it off all the time and it turns itself back on. It's just fucking infuriating. Stop! Sorry, I get really angry about stupid things like autoplay. What? I don't know. I shouldn't have worn makeup today. Oh no. Oh my god, Jesse! Jesse Robbins just donated $12.90 to the Fuck Cancer charity. Thank you so much, Jesse, you generous hoe. You sneaky. I still haven't figured out alerts. I'm still working on it. Hopefully by tomorrow. The last day. We'll see. Thank you, Jesse, you generous slut. I appreciate you. Oh my god. Someone shared that on R&R with Ramen Rune. Dude, I can't. I'm saving that forever. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I know I say that a lot, but goddamn, that scream was fabulous. Oh my god, we still haven't fucking looked at the ocean. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm such a fucking ADHD mess of a whore. If you come back, I will stop literally whatever I'm doing, and we will do that ocean. I have it up. That's the screen. It's so bright. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. God damn it. I'm just gonna smoke pot about it. I'm so sorry. Damn. They're too busy studying OChem to get orgasms. I'm gonna be honest. There's no way I could have come during OChem. That was the worst experience I've ever had in college. That was so bad. You could have tied me to a vibrator for 7 days and nothing would have happened. My body died. Science students use protection. Historians are like, look, we have antibiotics now. I mean, I was definitely fucking, but I wasn't fucking a scientist. I don't know. If you have an undergrad in chemistry, are you considered a scientist? I technically have a degree. I mean, I have a degree in psychology too, so I guess I'm up there in the sexies, maybe. That's a little sad. Doctors have a lot of kids. With this trail, oh god, hold on. I got my first ever bong and it's tiny and cute, but I have no clue how to. Oh my god, Gloomy Bear, what does it look like? I can try to help you if you need help using it. I swear to god, there's something on my eyelashes or something. Why? I know art and music people are probably just skyrocket. I guarantee they're on the top. They have to be. I'm surprised they weren't even in the talk, to be honest. Generally downstairs, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Gloomy Bear, if you have a picture of it or something, I mean, I can teach you. I can teach you with my bong, too. I mean, most bongs are built pretty much the same. So, you have your bowl. And depending on what kind of bong you have, you might have a neck that's removable or not. And then you've got the belly of the bong with your little, wherever the air comes out when you actually take a hit, whatever your carb looks like. It's always going to look different. Mine is that little honeycomb thing in there. But essentially, you just want water to at least go over your carb. Whatever that bottom, the thing is inside your tiny little bong where the air bubbles are going to come from, you just enough water to go over that will be good. Cute. Gloomy, we have a Discord. We have a Discord channel for weed stuff. You want to post it in there. It's called Hypothetical Shenanigans. That's not the Discord name. That's the name of the channel. Just because, there's people who have jobs. They can't talk about weed. So we didn't want to name it Weed 420 channel here. So it's called Hypothetical Shenanigans. Thank you, Glut. Yeah, if you want to post in there, I will try to get, I haven't opened up Discord today. Please work. But yeah, I love teaching people how to use bongs. They're super easy once you get a hang of it. Once you see it, like I'll do it in front. I'll show you what I mean. But once you get the hang of it, it's so much easier. They're a little intimidating at first, though. I totally get that. Where the fuck? Discord. There we go. Okay. I have the channel up, so whenever you get your picture posted. But yeah, that's essentially most bongs work exactly the same. And then once I see yours and kind of get an idea of it, I'll teach you how to hit it, I guess. Have you used a pipe? I'm sure you have. If you smoke pot, you've probably used a pipe, right? I have one near, where are they? I have one nearby. I just gotta think of where the fuck it is. Somewhere. Just as an example, because they work exactly the same. It's just, did one of you fart again? My God. Instead of your finger over a hole that you're letting the carb, the carb of the pipe you're hitting, instead of that, where your thumb would be, that is now, that action of putting your thumb on and off the carb is now this. That's your thumb, this is your carb. If you think of it that way, it's a lot easier. Welcome to my TED Talk about weed. Yeah, it literally, if you know how to smoke out of a pipe, you have the mouthpiece, you have where the bud goes, and then you have the carb. All you've added is a tank of water between the weed and the carb. And this is now your thumb. And so normally, normally, at least this is what I did. I haven't smoked out of a pipe for ages. But when I would smoke out of a pipe, I'd light it, and then I would kind of go on and off the carb as I went, just to build up smoke in the pipe, take a hit, build up smoke in the pipe, take a hit. And so it wouldn't be too hot, because that burning would be fucking intense. With a bong, you don't really have to do that, because by the time the bong is full of smoke, you've used a full inhale, so you come off the pipe, exhale, and then use your next inhale, take your thumb off the carb, pull all the smoke out. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you, so we'll do it together. But yeah, if you want to post it in chat, I'll show you. But essentially, just like your pipe would, except instead of having a finger over the carb, your carb is now this. You know what I mean? Instead of kind of like tickling the carb to get like a bunch of little hits, you fill up that tank. And what I do, I kind of treat it like making a cup of coffee. Like everybody has the color of their coffee. If you put cream in your coffee or cream in your tea or anything like that, you go by the color of it. You're like, that's the right color. That's the correct color my coffee normally is. So essentially what I do is I look at the top of my bong and I watch the smoke opacity. And once I see it get like that creamy white up at this point of the bong, that's when I know it's full, that hit's gonna burn, take a hit. Take the carb off, take that hit. You know what I mean? I got a load of bowl. But yeah, it's literally a pipe with a little water belly in it now. I have lots of little bubblers and stuff too. They're really nice, honestly. The cool part about them is that it cools down the smoke just enough to where you're not literally toasting the living fuck out of your throat anymore. And that is, theoretically the theory of the only potentially, what's the word I'm looking for? The only potentially dangerous part about smoking pot is the excessive heat exposure to the mucous membranes of our throat over and over and over. Just because they've looked at like historical, where's my fucking grinder? There it is. Historical communities of people who like lived in really, really far north countries who, in order just to drink water, they had to boil snow or like melt ice. So all their food, they'd preserve it by freezing it and they'd have to cook it and just consuming, warm things to keep their bodies warm. So everything they consumed was warm to them, therefore warmer than 98.6 degrees, usually around the 130 degrees. And I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, other science people in chat, but I think it's around, if it's temperatures of 165 and up. Chronic exposure of those temperatures to the mucous membranes of your throat can cause breakdown, which can lead to esophageal cancer and shit like that. In the limited testing they've done, because we all know, like, there's no part of the THC of the weed plant that can kill you, but it's the way we consume it, or if like a crate of it falls on your head. You know what I'm saying? I have to grind up weed. Sorry. Ooh, yay. Okay, hold on. I just realized we're sitting in dead silence again. I'm so sorry. One moment. Un moment. Ooh, that is weedy. Whoa. She's strong. Oh, oh my god, it's so cute. Can I show everyone? Do you care? Oh my god. So cute. That is such a precious little bong. Oh my god, cute. Cute. Yeah, that is, I love the size of the bowl. Like, I love it because it's chonky. It's like short and chonky. I love that. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I love that short chonky. Sometimes with these little bubblers, they make the neck and this neck so skinny that it's like impossible to clean because it's a bubbler. Oh, I love it so much. That's going to be such a nice little one hitter. Oh my god, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love that little bubbler. Yes, I can show you the grinding process. So, hold up. Oh my god. So normally this is kind of a bad example because I literally just like emptied a bag of like crumbly weed in it, so it's essentially like already shake. But you've got your grinder. Most grinders, like commercial grinders you're gonna get, are gonna have 3 compartments in total. Your top compartment is where you put your bud to grind. You pick all your stems out and everything, because stems can give migraines. This bowl is smoking itself. Can you not? Thank you. And then you just slowly kind of like grind it. It's better to like grind it down if your lid pokes up a little bit because you've stuffed it, as opposed to like squishing and grinding. When you do the squish and grind, you can push a lot of the sticky terpenes out, and that will jam up your grinder faster. Oh, it's gonna make a squeak. So then you literally just grind back and forth for a minute until you don't feel any resistance anymore. Sometimes if it's really sticky weed, I'll have to take the top off and like reposition it and grind it again. This is pretty dry actually, so it's not bad. So these are your 3 compartments. That was where my bud goes. See all the fucking shit build up in there? Nasty. So then, depending on your grinder, most grinders are designed to grind the weed to a perfect milling grinding consistency, I guess is what you would call it. Grinding consistency really depends on how you're going to smoke, in my opinion and in my experience. I think it's like with a joint or like a blunt or something like that, you want kind of a chunkier grind so it doesn't burn so quickly. Whereas with like a bong Or a pipe, you want it to be a finer grind because you actually do want it to burn quickly. Like, you just want to get that hit as fast as possible because it's, you know. So then you open your middle. This is your middle category. What, Katie? Middle layer. So this is where your ground bud. This is the mill, I guess, that it decided, but it was already like it was kind of, like it was the bottom of the bag, so it's really fine. Normally it's a little chunkier than that. And then that's the top again. So this is where your bud is, and then you've got your precious compartment in the bottom. This is the one a lot of people, including myself, always forget to check. I'm actually nervous what's going to be in there right now because I haven't looked at it in a bit. But the third compartment on the bottom is where the keef goes, and that's the good shit. That's the gold. Usually that's like my little kefir. I have my little keef box, kefir smokerland. I save it in here because this is the stuff like if you're out of weed or if you just got some skag weed, top it with a little bit of this, and suddenly it's pure fucking hot gold. But it's just the smallest, most finely ground up pollen product of the weed plant. That's a lot. It's not too much, but I should probably empty that. It's a layer. Like yeah, that's a fair amount. But yeah, that's the one we don't check as often. Like, I'm not like digging into that very often. I usually just check it just to empty it. But that's the general concept of the grinder. I mean, every grinder I've ever had, that's what they look like. 3 compartments in general. And then, like, depending on your screen, the screen that's under all this weed right now will dictate how much keef falls through, how thick the keef is, if bud actually gets through, so on and so forth. I don't know. It's really personal preference. I like a kind of finer grind because I like to pack a really tight bowl and kind of take little mini hits off of it. Whereas I think people that do like a one hitter, it'd probably be best off to do like a shallow, kind of like medium rare steak tenderness to the bowl, just so you can make sure to burn it all in one hit because the bong is so tiny. You know what I mean? Smalls World, how are you? Thank you for checking out our charity. You literally paid $4.20 for it. Oh my god, I love that. So yeah, just honestly, because it's brand new, you don't even need to do an alcohol bath if you don't want to, but you could just drop a little bit of alcohol in it, put your thumb over it, give it a good shake, and then just rinse it real good with some hot water. And then, like, slowly change the temperature to cool because you're going to leave some cool water in there, but you don't want to do a quick temperature change. I don't assume you're stupid, but we all do dumb things because we're stoners. Don't, like, go straight from hot water to cold water. Your bong will shatter. Just the temp difference. So then once you've got it nice and rinsed out, and then, so basically your carbs, so you know how mine's this little honeycomb guy? The neck going into the side of your bong from the bowl, the bottom of that is your carb. So if you look at that neck, I don't see any, but sometimes at the very bottom, there will be these tiny little horizontal slits in the glass, just more aeration. I don't think yours, I don't see any, but it could be there. If you see those, basically, you're just going to fill the water of the belly over those lines. That's it. Just barely over those lines. That's all the water you really need, and the rest of it's going to build up with smoke. But as long as those cover the holes, then it's doing its job. No, I totally get it. I've done it. We've all done it. I've gone through many, many bongs. Like, it's one of those things where I don't really spend a shit ton of money on bongs because I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm clumsy. I'm stoned a lot of the time. Like, I'm an idiot. It's going to happen. I get it. So my bowl, I'm just like knocking out the ash, but I wanted to show you because some people, I load my bowl kind of weird. I don't like touching the weed. For one thing, I'm at my computer, so I'm constantly touching my keyboard and my mouse and my controller, and I don't want to get like sticky ass resiny, like resin from weed or any of that in any of those things because it's sticky, really hard to get out. I just don't want to do it. So what I do, and I hate touching, I don't even like touching food. Like, it's weird. I hate having dirty hands. I think it's like a symptom of working at the hospital and having like stupidly sterile hands all the fucking time. So what I do is I take my bowl, I've just got that empty corner, and I literally just put it into my grinder and do like a spin and a very gentle press down onto the screen, move some around, spin, gentle press down until I can feel when it's like it's topped off and it's full. And then I just kind of like very lightly press it against the screen and do this back and forth shit. And then I pull out and I've just got like this perfect bowl that's like the perfect density of packedness to smoke. And I didn't have to, well, I did then just to show you, but I didn't have to touch my weed. And like your hands have natural oils on them and are dirty and stuff like that. And not that that really makes a difference because you're going to set it on fire. So I don't think you can get anything from your dirty hands on your weed. But the oils on your hands will stick to all that good shit on the weed. And then you won't be smoking it. It'll just be on your hands. And then you'll like do this and you've just lost like a hit. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, what? Kinger!
You generous hoe. Thank you so much for helping with our charity today. Fuck cancer. Hard.
I appreciate you. Thank you, love. I joined at the right time as you said cover the holes. I mean, only if you want to. That's why I'm mainly using my honeycomb silicone pipe now. I dropped my first pipe during a snowstorm. Oh, so sad. I only really smoke flower. I've never really, I've fucked around with the other like forms of weed, but I didn't find them like any better or worse or advantageous. It was just like adding another caveat to smoking, and I'm really lazy and just want to be able to smoke and get high. Yep, cracks in glass time. Any kind of chip in the glass, you got to get a new one. Just because, like, you are. So yours is like mine in that it's got a little rubber dam that keeps the neck from pulling out when you pull your bowl out, but it's all glass. So when you heat up your bowl, glass, that's going to conduct heat down the neck of the bong or into the bong where the cold water is. And so you just got to think about that kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't want to have my water all the way up here because that heat and the cold over and over and over, it'll just break down the glass a lot faster. And if you're a daily smoker, it's going to break down anyways, but you might as well try to elongate the life of it. Try. Bongs are relatively expensive. But yeah, I remember, God, what was it? I had a piece. Oh, my Jesus Christ, hit the mic with the, Jesus fucking, see what I'm saying, stoners. I had a piece where I believe it was this part of a bong had like the finest stupid little hairline fracture in it, and I almost used it. I gotta clean this anyways. I almost used it. I just kept staring at it, and I just like I would have I didn't use it, but I would have these nightmares where I did use it in my nightmare, and the glass shattered, and I inhaled glass while taking a hit and die alone with my bong like shattered in my lungs and hands. Those are not good dreams. I'm not saying that's real, but like, you know. Oh, you put in a message? Oh my God, I don't even think they come up on here. Hold on. Let me see if I see them in the Tiltify thing. Where's my campaign? There it is. Hold on. Can I see the message? I want to see. I want to see. I want to see it. That'd be so sick. What up, LZT? How you doing, Honey Bean? It was the little Mario with the little, it had the fire flower bowl. Mm-hmm. And I just threw it away because I was like, it's too tempting. I love the bong too much, but like, I don't want to inhale broken glass. Dude, I know. I appreciate the attempt. Hold up. I'm gonna find, I mean, F cancer. I'll deal with F cancer. Dude, thank you so much. That's literally insanely generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously. Thank you. So fresh bowl. So same process. I just cleaned out the resiny nonsense because that shit'll clog your shit up faster. But just like that's the carb, if you watch, now that it's a new bowl, it'll be like really kind of transparenty smoke that all of a sudden will get real creamy looking. I don't know how else to describe it. Thick. Shit gets thicker than a snicker. For me personally, that's the pull point. I don't like it any bigger or smaller because it's just like, feels like a waste. I only get so high, you know? Oh my God, LZT, I saw someone stole your fucking bike. What the shit? Is that really common for people to literally someone cut through LZT's bike lock chain to steal his bike? Like, he actually did have a lock on it, for fuck's sake. It's crazy. That blew me away. I literally like gab-mouthed at that. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. That sucks. Also, yeah, if you do need a new piece, or if you end up really liking your little bong, and you're like, I want to get something a little bit bigger, or I want to like graduate to like, a personal, this is like a 16-inch, I think. That's to me like a personal size bong, one for chilling at your desk or whatever. Hemper is amazing. Also, I do have a discount code with them. It's class hole in all caps. You get like 5 to 10% off. Just save money. I've never checked. I think I get some sort of kickback. Honestly, I just wanted to get you guys a discount. But all their stuff is pretty dank. And if you ever see, I have ash on my desk, sorry. If you ever see the egg bong, i.e. it looks like a gigantic Yoshi egg, I highly advise you invest the however much money it costs, because that's the one bong I've ever owned that I cried when it broke. And I still think about it. It's been almost a year. Locked to your stoop and someone stole it? No shit, Cryptid? What the fuck? Hemper's really cool because they've got, in my opinion, they've got a lot of really cool bongs that just aren't astronomically pricey. there's so many websites out there like that have really, really cool bongs. They're like art, you know, they've got blown glass in them and all this. But like, fuck, dude, we know who we are. I'm gonna break it. If I use that bong, I will break it eventually, and I'm going to cry. Like, that's so expensive. Whereas you can get a pretty cool, like unique, like you can get a crystal ball looking bong or something like that for under $100 on Hemper. I like that. And they're decent quality. They're good quality. Honestly, I wouldn't. They're like comparable to every other bong I've ever owned from anything else. Honestly, they're good. But it's just crazy sometimes when you look at those things. Like, if I ever bought any of those bongs that are just like crazy expensive like that, like I would never use it. It would just end up on a shelf somewhere as a piece of decoration because I'd go crazy. I couldn't. I would know. I know it's gonna happen. I know it. I know it's gonna happen eventually. Like, you're literally setting it on fire all the time and then washing it out with rubbing alcohol. Fuck. I had it since August and now it's Jesus Christ, that was loud for me. Fucking Christ. I'm sorry if that was loud. I had it since August and now it's gone. I was at the university for 3 hours in the middle of the day, came out to the remains of half my lock on the ground. That's so fucked up, dude. I'm so sorry. Yep, the egg is. We'll have a moment of silence. There's no excuse to sing an N-word in a song. Just FYI. I've had people ask me why I won't sing a full song before, and I'm like, are you kidding? Have you seen me? Cheers. So gloomy. I don't know about like the immediate smell of it. I smoke inside simply because I'm in a fairly large room. Like, I'm in the biggest like open space of the house technically. But weed smoke doesn't have the tar part that that cigarette smoke. I'm sure you've been in a smoker's house or like an old smoker house where the walls are like tinted yellow and it's like stains everything and it smells like a certain smell. Like, most casinos still fucking smell like cigarettes even though you haven't been able to smoke in them for years. Like, weed smoke doesn't do that. But I know, like, even on Hemper, they have these things. We used to make them back in the day. You might remember this, but you would take like a toilet paper roll and stuff it full of dryer sheets and then stand by a window and you take a hit and blow it out the thing with all the dryer sheets. And by the time it came out, like, the dryer sheets, they've got something in them that actually grabs the smoke molecules so smoke wouldn't come out and whatever air came out kind of smelled like a fucking air freshener. But they actually have these, they've developed, you know, it literally looks like, a silicone toilet paper roll, but they've got some sort of mechanism inside that you can exhale out of them and it eliminates the smoke and the smell. There's a lot of stuff like that. I've seen them on Hemper before. I don't really have a need for one, so I haven't looked into them. I don't know how legit they are, but they look kind of cool. But the immediate, like, while you're smoking, I mean, weed, especially to people that don't smoke, dude, that shit stands out. I don't know about that. Do you live with people that don't like it? I was insured. Oh, good. So hopefully I'll get some money back, but the deductible's still a chunk of money. I mean, it's worth it to get you don't have a form of transportation without your bike. What up, Mermy? How are you, love? I trained myself to say buddy instead, so when I'm singing along, it comes more naturally. That's actually really smart. I've just trained myself to, like, bleep. I like mentally bleep it because I just cannot. I've been around people that are like, "What do you mean? If they put it in a song, it means you can say it." I'm like, no, I got nothing but no on that one. Yeah, oh, dude, when my grandma died, my dad's mom, we went to clean up the house to sell it, and we thought the walls were like off white. They were not. They were stark white. They were just covered in like 50 years of smoke tar because she would smoke these like 175 Senecas in the house, just like saturate in it. Yeah, a sploofy. What is that? I just use it in my garage, but if I could just use that in my room, I'd be so much happier. Honestly, like an air purifier or something like that helps. I have an air purifier going on all the time because I do have a lot of animals. Like, I have my dogs and I have spiders and reptiles and stuff. So whilst, marijuana smoke, it's not gonna stick to anything and like stain my house and make it smell like a fucking ashtray or anything like that. I don't want it just like sitting in the air stagnantly because, they can't choose what they breathe. So I do have that's what this big white creepy thing is right here. It looks like a giant iPad shuffle or iPad shuffle, iPod shuffle. It's just an air purifier. Getting a cheap air purifier is always a good idea just because it does. I mean, So, like, the mechanics of smoke, what we're inhaling and what we're exhaling, essentially. So when you burn a bowl and you take a hit, the THC, the part of the plant that you're actually absorbing in your lung that goes straight to your brain and makes you high, is it actually invisible. When it burns at the correct temperature and vaporizes, the molecules are so small, they're not visible. So all of the visible smoke that we inhale and then exhale is actually molecules that didn't burn at the right temperature, and they're too big for absorption, which is why we can see them and why you inhale and then exhale them and you still see smoke because it's not being absorbed. So those large molecules, they're big enough for most air purifiers to catch. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty darn large. That was a lot of science to describe that, but like a cheapy fan or something like that, just air movement, honestly, stagnant air is always going to be your enemy when it comes to that kind of stuff. I smoke weed right here in front of my PC all day, but I smoke cigarettes outside and I don't smoke cigs in my car, but I do weed same. And literally, like, I've like secretly in my mind, like, if Zach and I like go away for some reason for a couple days, I'm like, all right, when I get home, I got to remember to take a big old whiff because not only when I travel, I don't smoke weed. Like, I don't risk traveling with weed. If I find it where I'm at, I'll smoke it, but I don't risk traveling with it. So I'm readjusted. Like, I'm going to be more sensitive to the smell of it. And I come home and I come to my desk and I'm like, nothing. There's nothing. It doesn't stay. I don't know what, I mean, it's got to be tar in cigarettes or something like that. I don't know what it is about cigarettes that makes everything like stink and fucking like get sticky, but weed doesn't do it. And that's such a nice thing. I like that. Go old school with the TP. That's what I just said, Kinger. I just was saying the TP roll with the fucking dryer sheets. Yeah. Those were great back in the day. By that logic, blackface would be okay because the guy singing it is black. So fucking stupid. That's exactly. Literally. Yeah. I mean, I don't even honor the conversation with an argument. It's not worth it to me. My mom used to smoke both weed and cigs, so it doesn't matter much, but my upstairs neighbors are bitchy now, mainly because they're now forced to keep their dogs on a leash. So they're gonna make your life miserable. Yeah, honestly, as long as you're not blowing in your cat's face, blow up towards a fan or something like that and it disperses, you're fine. Really. There's not I mean, we take a hit, we hold it for a second, let it out. You're absorbing most of the absorbable stuff. Anything that's dispersed in the general air and just will go away eventually. Yeah, you should be fine. But not that I'm assuming you would blow smoke in your animal's face. Just for those that might not know, like, don't do that. Literally, I was gonna say the only time weed smell like permeates my life is if I accidentally leave my fucking weed shit open. This stuff thankfully has like those stupid child-proof like Ziplocs on it. But sometimes, you'll do it real quick and a little area will get left open. That's what I'll come over to my desk and be like, woo, what the fuck? Fresh weed stank. Good afternoon, Sirska. How are you, love? Oh my god, LZT. Pants are penis prisons. I want to save this fucking wrestling video. I have to. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Sending it to Zach. He will literally die. That is, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. We have an air purifier and a diffuser, more for my mom than anything. Yeah. I don't even let them go above where the smoke is. That's me. Like, I won't, like, if it's so annoying, but at nighttime, usually, my dogs, like, they have this routine. They're like, okay, if mom took her pants off, she gets in bed, that means it's cuddle time. And they will just stand next to my bed, like, until I invite them up and we have to cuddle. But I won't smoke if they're on the bed with me because it feels not nice to just sit there and like hotbox in front of my dogs. And I'm just sitting there like, it's bedtime, guys. I would really like to be high right now. Can you just go for a second? Dude, oh my god, Gloomy. One time I got weed. Actually, I think it was a dab. It was like some sort of, there's so many different kinds. I don't know. There's like shatter, wax, blah, blah, blah. Some sort of dabs I got. And I had them in the bedroom because I had some skag weed or something. So I would like take like one little like, head of a pin and stick it on top of my bowl of weed and burn it through the weed and it would give it like a little extra kick. So I actually got high. And without even burning it, just opening the container, Zach was in the kitchen, which is easily like 3 meters, 4 meters away from our bedroom ish. And I could see him. His face suddenly like pokes out in the hallway and he's like, and he starts walking down the hallway towards the bedroom. Like, it's so far away. It's literally the other side of the house. And I'm sitting in bed and he's like, Did one of the dogs, like, shit or something? It was so bad. To me, it smelled like rotting animal and cat piss. To Zach, just dog shit and vomit. That's all he was like, "That's the worst." It was the worst. I have no idea. I've very rarely have I ever gotten some fucked up strain or something that really was just horrible like that, but it's happened, and it's a bad time when it happens. Dab stuff is okay, honestly. To me, I don't do it regularly because it's just like an extra step. But for those that like, some people like just prefer the feeling of dabs and they don't have to smoke as much or as often because it's a huge hit for a really tiny amount. They like that's what they do mainly. So they have like an e-nail and they've got a special setup for it. But for me to do dabs, I'd have to get a whole new setup, and it just seems like an extra step, and I'm really lazy. I've done dabs before, and it wasn't like this crazy like life-altering experience, you know what I'm saying? Not where I was like, "Oh my god, dabs are everything and I have to do those forever." I was like, "Okay, I'm a little high, but like, okay." I also like with dabs, you know, you basically heat up the bowl, drop your little dab in there, it roasts real quick, it vaporizes, you inhale it, and you're done. I like with bud that I can load a bowl and like I don't have to load a bowl every single time I wanna take a hit. I can just take a little hit, put it down, take a little hit, put it down, and then eventually I have to load a bowl. But like with dabs, every single time you wanna take a hit, you have to, you know, prepare the e-nail, prepare the rig, get your little dabby tool, get it just seems it's a lot of steps I'm just not used to, and so it's not quick to me. Whereas this is people that aren't used to this, it's not quick to them, but to me, it's just like second nature, you know what I mean? It's to each their own. Marijuana kills. My cousin took one marijuana, became a ghost, and it's really annoying. He won't stop making fun of me for having a Ghostbusters poster on my wall and them not being real.
But who you gonna call?
Cold start, stop it. That's actually a thing now. That's a thing now? Is that new? I've never heard of that before. I love this song. I'm trying to get Steam to open. I think Zach might be downloading a game or something. I wanted to play some of the boyfriend game today. We're in a dungeon. I don't want to say it, but I feel like we're getting close to the end. Steam's being a douche. When the rain hits my window, I take a... I'm still nervous for some reason to smoke a joint in the house. I feel the same. Honestly, I don't smoke joints regularly. Like, I'll never turn down a joint, but like joints and blunts and stuff like that, I don't smoke them regularly because I feel like I just don't get as much of a bang for my buck. I feel like most of it's just kind of burning into the atmosphere, I guess, because it's just sitting there like burning. But I have once in a while, and I'm very nervous doing it. I feel like I'm gonna set the house on fire. I'm like, this is on fire. Like, this is paper on fire in my hand in my house. Like, I have no idea how to like emotionally deal with that. It's really weird. That's different. Honestly, like a cigarette, because I don't know, it's made by a manufacturer. I don't know. To me, that's not as scary. A joint that's rolled by me because it's like loose and sometimes the cherry just like pops off for no reason because the weed's not really like, it's not stringy like tobacco. So it's not stuck together in a nice form. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking like a joint, smoking a joint at your desk. Yeah. It just feels like a flame. Like I feel like I'm smoking a little torch. Like I'm going to set something on fire. I love them. They're great. I feel like in my house I'm dangerous. And all of this resin stuff is highly flammable, and having open flame near it is nerve-wracking. So I have my bong far away. I just try to separate the two. Wait, a highly mediocre bong? Oh my god, it's so cute though. I've heard great reviews of silicone bongs. My biggest qualm with them is how do you know if they're clean? That's me. Like I need to see when I clean this, did I get it all? With that, I'm like, I'd have like a fucking flashlight. I'd be looking like a crazy person. You know what I'm saying? More so than normal. That's really cute though. Rin, did you ever, you know, it's the most obscure reference ever, but uh there is a relatively aged Katy Perry song. This is how we do. And if you watch the music video, throughout the music video, there's these adorable little kind of maniacal cartoons that are just like twerking or like shaking their booty in the background while she's singing. And at one point, there's an adorable little ice cream cone that's like white girl twerking. And I used to watch that entire music video just to get to that point because it would make me laugh so hard. I have a thing for cute ice cream cones, I guess. My nose itches. I actually disposed of all my glass because I was awful at self-preservation. I didn't clean them as well and nearly as often as I should have. That's actually a really mature decision. Like, if you're not gonna clean them, it's better than getting sick. If you smoke joints, like, you're not gonna get sick. Like, you're smoking it away. That's really smart, honestly. I do like to buy pre-rolls and just sit on my patio in the morning and talk to the birds. Oh my god, cute, though. I wish we had birds. The desert doesn't have any life. We do have doves, but my dogs scare them away. But we have morning doves. So, like, in the morning, if I don't let my dogs out, I can stand in the yard with a cup of coffee and listen to them. But they do not make cute sounds. Doves, like, actually sound horrible. Real doves do not go, "Brrr." That's what pigeons do. Doves make a fucking, like, scary death call. No wonder they're called morning. Seriously. You have to look up. This is how we do. Like, I mean, I might just show it to you now. Hold on. While I pull the game up, it's pretty, honestly, it's kind of on par with this ridiculous game I've been playing. Stop. What's happening? No. Nah, Cuphead's newer than that. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make that if no one else, I mean, obviously, I would never ask anyone to do that, but I'm gonna try to figure out how to make that because I'm pretty sure you would just have to, like, dude, Genova, if you're on a mission, that I would die. I would die. I would laugh so hard. I don't think I've ever had a dancing emote of my own. Like, that could be our dance. Like, we could have a twerk. Stop it. I would be forever in your debt, emotionally, in all the ways. What up, Militia? How are you, love? Dude, Steam is Is it another sale? Okay, I got it. Took me, too long, but I got it. We got there eventually. I don't know what it is. I think Zach must be downloading a game, honestly. I don't know. Sometimes it's just a Square Enix sale. That's why. I swear to, I mean, we just had a sale. It was like the spring sale, and every day it had that stupid huge UI thing that would pop up, and it took forever. It just bogged my shit down. It would make Steam run poorly, to say the least. Oh, it's Bloodborne's birthday today, isn't it? Isn't today Bloodborne's birthday? That makes sense. Oh, I would just swap it for one of my animated emotes. That one would be worth it. I could make it a BTTV too, though, because then it's just free for everybody. But then people would have to, like, add it to their channels. What is preferable? Because I would put it both ways. I mean, I would put it either or, but one, you can use another channel. I mean, one, you have to pay for it. I don't want people to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Which one is more advantageous? I know. That's the only reason I never streamed Bloodborne. I've played it, but getting that shit to work on my PC is such a fucking pain in my cock. Steam has a sale when the wind blows. I know. Honestly, like, my Steam was updating so annoyingly frequently. And then I think chat helped me with it. I was like, every day it would update like 3 times. And it was because I had some setting on there that would make it so I was, I guess, part of a beta program of any game I had installed that had a beta program, and it would constantly update those all the time. So I turned that off, but I still feel like I get updates constantly, and it's because these goddamn Steam sales. Yeah, it was the beta thing. I had no idea, though. I can't remember the last time I was part of a beta. Oh, no, I have normal emote slots. I got a lot of emote slots open. I got a lot. I have emote slots probably in every single category open right now. I think. I know. I can't afford to pay a fucking emote artist, and they afford to be paid. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like rock, hard place, me. What are you gonna do? I got a lot open. Ugh. If it's in your set, we could use another channels without having them to add it. This is true. But you'd have to. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's probably easier. If tons of people like it, just promise to let me know, and I'll put it on BTTV. I mean, you'll own it. Just put it on BTTV under your thing, and then anybody can add it anywhere they want. It's yours. I don't. It's not mine. It's Katie. It's Katie. It's fucking Katie. Whatever her name is. Perry's now. Honestly, like, just put it. If you put it in BTTV with like your stuff, and then I could put it in here, then it's just like, it's like open source or whatever. Don't look at me like that. God, I love that. I use that emote so much. That one and this. Those two are just like the range of my emotions, I feel like most of the time. I just go between like, did you? I don't. All day, every day. I'm just moving chat so I can see you guys. If the volume of the game is super loud, just let me know. It's got pretty dank music in it, which is shocking, but enjoyable. Oh, stop it. What is that little... Goob's fingy makes me uncomfortable. What's with the extra finger at the bottom? It's like a little, like... Oh, Elden. Okay. It looked like a little peemer. A little pee-pee. I was nervous. Those look like I'm disappointed, but not surprised. That is such a good way to describe, I think, both of those emotes immediately, Koraki. No shit. Disgusted, disappointed, not surprised. It'll be done forever. Remove, please. Remove. And then we go blank. Paste. I would like to paste. Spanx. Hello. So there we go. Welcome back, everyone. We get. Is good. We fix. You've never heard of the Northern Boys? Oh my god. Had you never heard those? Oh, dude, they're so... Oh, thank you, Glut. Is that like... That's pinned... Oh my god, that's amazing. Thank you. Dude, the Northern Boys are great. That last one I played is actually their brand new song. It literally came out like 2 days ago. It's so good. I recently was introduced to the Northern Boys, like, what? A couple months ago, maybe, and I'm just obsessed. Like, I try not to play them too much because I feel like I'm killing it. I don't want to kill them. You know what I mean? Figuratively speaking, I don't like playing music so much that suddenly no one wants to hear it anymore, and I try not to do that. But fuck, dude. Sometimes in the morning, if I'm feeling tired, putting on Party Time or something really gets my blood pumping. Like, it's a good song. It's a dope beat. I don't know. It's pretty sick. I have a good time. It's great. Thank you for enjoying the Northern Boys with me. They're like, I remember the first time anyone showed them to me, I thought it was going to be like a joke because, you know, it's a bunch of like retirees rapping. I know I've just never seen that before. Like, done well, not a joke, and they're fucking great. Like, I listen to it all the time. I sing it all the time. Especially "Fuck the Universe Till It Hurts." I don't know why that line really gets me deep in my soul spots. But if you've never heard of the Northern Boys, I highly suggest checking out Party Time and Give It To Me. Both those music videos are fantastic. Also, the band or like group that they like branched off from is called Pete and Baz, and it's like a group of just elder British gentlemen rapping like fucking pros. It's actually fucking phenomenal. I love it. I love good, funny music that's actually good. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to be able to listen to stuff that's actually decent and not just funny, but also kind of really annoying. You aren't in a desert, Kate. Aren't you in a desert, Katie? Plenty of space if anyone upsets you. Honestly, I am. But, like, I don't want to live up to that Washington State, like, serial killer, you know, stereotype. Like, Washington State's got enough. They got so many fucking serial killers out there. Do you think it's because he thinks I'll kill him? I think he's more worried about me keeping him alive indefinitely on a ventilator. I think that's a scarier, a scarier concept. Wow, Katie. A scarier prospect. You know what I'm saying? Like, death is one thing, but, like, I can keep you alive. That's pretty scary. Not that I'm trying to be scary, but that's kind of scary. Mildly. A little bit. I would never do that. I would never. You know, I would never. Seriously, though, I do have friends of mine who have put in their will that I'm the only one who can make a call on whether or not they, like, are on a ventilator or if they can be pulled. Like, just friends, not family, friends of mine who have become family, that's great. They become family over the years, but, like, they don't trust anyone in their family not to keep them alive like a vegetable or something. I'm just like, wow, I'm honored, but also that's sad. Holy shit. I wish death was more of a common conversation so people didn't do that to each other. It's too easy, right? Exactly. It's way too quick. Help! I'm trapped in the classiest of holes. Just close your eyes and accept the warmth. It will embrace you. It's a little sticky. Don't question it. Just close your eyes. It's like a hug, but with a rectum. Thank you for resumming the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it something so fucking long, Romlin. I cherish you. Thank you, love. Crocky, honestly, I would never either. Like, it's horrible. Like, you never know, obviously, what will happen to your brain when grief, when horrible things happen and grief happens to your brain. You never know what will happen. But thankfully, like, the vast majority of my family is medical. So I have a really good chance of not being kept a vegetable, thankfully. What the shit? Holy fuck. Kendall also. I see you, sneaky hoe. I have yet to figure out the alerts through Stream Elements. I promise I will try to figure it out again this evening. But in the meantime, I watch that shit like a hawk. Kendo, thank you so much for helping with our Fuck Cancer charity, which continues on tomorrow. I have rescheduled therapy, so I will be here tomorrow. I might be like an hour late because I'm just having therapy like first thing in the fucking morning. I'm going to be mush-faced, but we'll be here. Mush-brained. Also probably faced, but mush-brained. But I will be here because you know what? If people can like fucking go through chemo and having cancer and experiencing their loved ones have cancer, I can fucking go to therapy and stream. You know what I'm saying? Thank you immensely. But also, thank you so much for gifting 10 fucking subs in the channel. I appreciate you. I have committed to myself donating to our F Cancer charity $1 for every sub, resub, everything that happens this weekend. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So after tomorrow, I'll calculate it all, and then I'll throw my wallet in, and I'll take a screenshot and everything, just so you guys know I'm not a lying piece of shit. Not that I think you would think that, but you never know. Some streamers are lying piece of shits. I've heard stories. Thank you, Kendo. You generous hoe. I appreciate you. Rock'em Ray, Media Brat, Kaliastar, Flariel, ADTR Chick, N to the Max, Hayes Nico, 8-Bit Trigger, Berserker Rage, and Riclicka? I don't know. I hope I didn't fuck that up. Thank you so much for being here today, and welcome. Enjoy your emotes. Stay consensual. Stay awesome. Cheers. Oh, dude, so did mine. Kendo, same. Liver and pancreas. I mean, it was a whole... My dad was a mixed bag, but it's like... It's just... That's the thing, like... Everyone has a story about cancer. Everyone. And that's not right. Like, that's fucked up. I don't see, it's so hard for me if any, organization reaches out and like, hey, do you want to help with a charity that's going towards like cancer research or prevention or helping people with their bills? I have a really hard time, like, I would never say, I mean, who the fuck would want to say no? But even if I have other things scheduled or like whatever, I have a really hard time saying no because it's like, fuck, dude. People go through this shit and it's just not, and none of it makes sense. I mean, everybody gets cancer. None of it makes sense. The vast majority of people that I saw when I worked in an oncology unit did nothing to you know what I mean? They didn't live this, like, hedonistic lifestyle where they were smoking 3 packs a day. Like, of course, you see that person every once in a while, but that's actually pretty rare. Like, most of the people, it's just like they had a pretty average, every day, and they just fucking get, it's just terrible. So I appreciate you guys helping me support something like this. My mom's best friend actually just lost her 10-year battle to what started out as breast cancer and evolved into metastatic bone cancer. Which, if you've ever seen what a skeleton looks like after suffering bone cancer, it's horrific. It's just pain. She finally, I think it was a relief at this point, but she passed away last week and her funeral was just yesterday. My mom had to go and I can't even imagine. That woman literally, like, took care of me and my siblings when my dad was dying so my mom could take care of my dad. Like, this woman was my mom's rock, dude. I know. And it was 10 years of, like, remission and then backtrack and then remission, and she did all this experimental stuff. She went all over the world to try experimental therapies for it. Like, I worked in an oncology unit for quite some time, and I've never seen someone a lot of people don't have the resources, I should say. So it's hard. You don't really see people have the resources to be able to go out of their way to try that hard to live. But damn, she tried to fucking live. It was wild. Sad. I know. But thank you, and I appreciate y'all. Cheers to that. Thank you, Kendo. Steve, I fucking see you. Thank you for helping with our charity today. Holy shit, we're over 1,000. I knew it. Fuck. Thank you. I'm going to come up with, so. I still have the game up, sorry. So, if you open up the charity thing, we had lots of little stepping stones, like I did giveaways for all this stuff. I'm going to do more giveaways for everybody that helped out with the charity. I have special resin stuff I made all you guys. But on top of that, I'm going to have to extend the goal because you guys have now breached it. I don't know, how should I, like 1,500 or something just for tomorrow? Literally, the charity only goes through tomorrow. Extend it, but I also have to make a stretch goal. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. But thank you. Seriously. That was a very keefy hit. Holy shit. Okay. So anyways, like I said, one of the suggestions, this music feels really chill for right now. This is just the game music. One of the suggestions Zoe suggested yesterday was the stretch goal should be, I think it was like 1,500, and it should be for me to fully wear an entire spider costume and give you guys an interpretive dance. I'm totally open to that. I don't know. Most people, like, I feel like I've just done everything. Like, I've eaten crickets. I've eaten the hottest, spiciest hot sauce in the world. I don't know what else to do. I've run out of ideas. I don't know what else to do for, like, charity stretch goals. But if you guys have ideas, just let me know. I mean, Steve-O, like, I no shit, I have the spider. I have 2 spider onesies. Like, onesies, kiguramis, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I have 2 spider outfits. The interpretive dance, I'm honestly, like, it's one thing to do, like, a 30, like, not even, like, a 5-second, like, but, like, a full, like, interpretive dance to a song or something. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen there. But I'm willing to do it to help cancer research and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go there. I kind of feel the same, Kendo. Every morning that I'm able to stream and my life doesn't just immediately roll into utter chaos, I feel like is a gift. I feel like that a lot. But I do want to wear the spider onesie. You're not incorrect there. I just wanted to write down. I gotta remind myself. What was it? Stretch goal and alerts. I don't know why I can't figure out how to get them to work. I mean, I've got them in there. They just won't pop. But I think I have to, like, make a custom alert through Stream Elements, which just takes time. So I'm gonna do that for stream. Alerts and stretch goal. Thank you so much for helping me. I can't believe we reached that goal. Like, that's fucking hefty. That's a lot of money, my dudes. Thank you. I appreciate you. You blow me away. We haven't got to do a charity in a very long time just because hectic. I'm walking chaos. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it feels nice to be able to help people when you can, you know? Let me see. Game. I love this game. I'm not sad it's not over with yet. I just feel like I didn't think it would be as long as it's been, and I feel like I don't want to bore you guys, but that game's pretty fucking fun. I have a good time playing it. It's just, like, comically dumb. Especially the dialogue is just hilariously stupid. Your chesticles, right, are butts. Our butts, my dudes. Our butts. We wouldn't have a butt crease for, like, a week, a year. Like, that's got to do something. Our back, think about our joints and stuff, what that would do. Like, the pressure. There's a picture of that, twins, where one was an astronaut. Shut up. Nah. Wait, is this the one where, like, the twin getting off the... Like, they're coming out of doing a mission in space. They're coming out and getting off the rocket, whatever the fuck they land in. And he's, like, slightly taller. Oh, my God. Dude, if you find it, that is a weird... I mean, it's so slight, but isn't it because when you're in space, you know how, like, even here on Earth, when we lay down at nighttime, our spine relaxes and kind of stretches out. So first thing in the morning, you're always taller than you are in the evening. You should try to make your doctor's appointments, like your physicals, at the same time of the day, usually, because your spine is the same length. But in space, there's none of that compression at all. So, like, he was kind of taller, which is wild. Yeah, both are astronauts. One was on Earth and the other was on the ISS for almost a year. Wow. No shit, almost a year? That's kind of amazing. Oh, Cal, you fuck. It's our second baby. It's a...
Dingo shall not eat this baby.
There's so many fucking long... There's so much tonight. Holy shit. There's been so many 9-month resubs. Seriously, thank you so much for resubbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving any swings. I fucking appreciate you. Do you lose bone density? Is it because you're just not putting pressure on them? You know, like... I can still hear my dogs barking. I should find someone because they've been out there for an hour. I do need to check on them. They're just barking. There's a dove on the top of a like 3-story tree in my yard, and the dove don't give no fucks. But my dogs are like, and they just like screech bark at it. It's very annoying. I believe it. I feel like there's a downside to being weightless, but I can't remember what. I think you definitely, I know you lose muscle density for sure because you're literally not using your muscles anymore. So I've seen videos of them up there. They have like those little like it's like literally the pedals of a bike, but it's just stationary on the ground, and they use stuff like that, and they do different like workouts and stuff that are like, I'm trying to think of the word. They're not body weight. No body weight exercise works. So I know they come down and like have very kind of deteriorated musculature, I think. Fucking with, oh yeah, that dove doesn't give, there's a couple of them, and they just don't give a shit because they know the dogs can't get to them. Ooh, and it's like, it's almost, I kind of want to, because it's almost the end of March Madness, which if you don't know what that is Skin Teen literally streaming for the entire month of March, which is wild. No shit, the entirety of it. But she's been playing some pretty dope games, and she's been keeping it up pretty impressively. I know. Skin Teen, Jade, amazing human being. She's fucking hilarious. We've rated her a few times in the month. Yeah, she has a really good sense of humor about it. She calls it the science. It's for science, or it's art. It's what's the term? When the art is like weird, it's like, you know, a banana peel or something. Not just modern. There's a term for it. Fuck, I can't think of the term for it. But she makes jokes about it and shit. It's pretty funny. She's had a good time. Let's do that. I can hear my dog. Abstract, is that what it is? Something like that. Abstract, surreal. I can't remember. She was talking about it the other day. But she's hilarious. If you don't know Jade, she's fucking funny. I gotta go rein in my psychotic dogs because I can hear them bark, bark, bark outside, and I don't want them to freak out. But before I go, thank you from the bottom of my weird, deep void for helping me with my charity and hanging out with me today. I don't know what I'd do without you, and it's so comforting to know that the people I hang out with all day are, like, not cynical about this shit or, like, negative, because I've seen some chats where people will just be like, no, that's real, that could be really bad, death, and it's just like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. We will be back tomorrow, bright and fucking early. Continuing this for the final day tomorrow. I will try to think of some extenuating circumstances for the extending the 1,000 because you guys beat it. But in the meantime, be good, wash your hands, and clean your fucking bowl. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.